wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, no, this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some loose shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to
go time. I forgot we got a new intro for the non-Saturday streams. Welcome back to Sports Money. Here we go. We got ourselves a big night of action. I'm joined with the fellas. Fellas, how we doing? Subhuman Gaucho, looks like you are ready to rock, my friend. How are you feeling tonight?
Yeah, good, man. Fun day. I was spending it watching my youngest sister's kid the better part of the day, watching soccer all afternoon and Bluey all morning. But yeah, man, I'm really well. I'm excited. It's you gotta love these big Tuesday night slates in hockey, especially this time of year. They just get better and better.
Fun stuff. Keith, our friend from Each Every Stride, is back and ready to attack. He's muted, but Keith, how you doing?
What's up, Mike? Oh no, I'm gonna time it perfectly like a professional, right? But thanks so much for having me, my man. And I couldn't miss this kind of 14 NHL games on the slate, and huge sports night with the basketball Eastern Conference. Might see a Eastern Conference foreshadowing here, but for me, I have 5 bets, so looking forward to cashing with you guys and some live bets too. Everybody in the chat.
Well, this should be a good night. There's plenty of action out there. We know this guy's not afraid of action. MMA Jeff's in the house. Jeff, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Looking forward to all this hockey action tonight and hearing what you boys have in some basketball here. I do have one play for the Celtics game and got a handful of plays for the hockey. So looking forward to it.
Well, let's get to work. We got about, 5 minutes or so before the NBA game tips off, and then we will saunter our way through the rest of the entire card. We've got 14 hockey games. We got 9 NBA games. We got, another 50 college basketball games. So if you guys are looking for action, you have come to the right spot and you've got the right crew to give it to you. You know how we bust these bookies up in live shows. That being said, let's get to work. Let's talk about this game here. We only have a couple of minutes, so I'll try to be quick. Of course, I already gave out my action here on the Celtics on pre-gaming. We've got 57% of the bets and 58% of the cash on the Cleveland Cavaliers. This line has dropped despite all that money coming in. Then we look on the other side of things here, and we've got a total that's climbing with 76% of the bets and 74% of the cash. Keith made an interesting comment about this game, and we'll let him talk about the play because I know he's got this action ready to roll. I did take a couple player props, though. I do want to share these with you guys. I'm looking at a little ladder opportunity for Mobley on the assist category. I'm never a big assist guy, but I'm going to take his 2.5. I'm going to roll some 3.5s and I don't know. We might see about this 4.5 here. I haven't done it yet, but we'll see if that's a live opportunity. He's got 4 more assists in his last 3 regular season games against the Celtics. And sometimes when these teams match up well with another team, you have to take advantage. He's got 3 or more assists in 12 of his last 16 home games, 15 of his last 20. As long as he's getting the minutes, which means it can't be a blowout, he should be good to go. The Boston Celtics allow the 5th most assists to opposing bigs. This should be an opportunity for Mobley to get involved. And then let's see. I had one last spot. Where'd it go? Donovan Mitchell. I expect her to be scoring in this game. I'm going to take Mitchell's over 24.5 points in this game on top of the Celtics. I know I'm kind of on the other side of the barn here when it comes to it, but I kind of like those little fade spots or flip sides here or non-correlated play. But Keith, I know you're ready to go. I know you are a basketball aficionado. How you getting paid?
Thanks, Mike. I don't know about that, but I appreciate it. Hopefully I get paid, like you said. Yeah, no, I think that was a great breakdown right there. I went a little back and forth on this game. I mean, these teams are just so evenly matched. And, I just thought I came to the under. I actually got a great number, 239, under 239 minus 105. For me, it was also the angle of, I was saying backstage, is that the Celtics, they came with this huge second half. I mean, versus the 76ers, so they scored 36 and then 38 in the fourth quarter. So huge comeback. I was saying maybe a little bit of a hangover from that. These teams are going to be tightly matched. I really look at maybe on more of like under like in the early 230s. That's what I would predict hopefully happens. But I think it's going to be tight in the first half. I'm a little worried about the second half. I think can open it up, but I'm on that under 239 minus 105. And I like a Jarrett Allen. I got a player prop in this one for Cleveland. I like his rebounds. He's actually gotten this number a lot. He only played 20 minutes last game. So I expect more minutes tonight. You know, it looks like actually Celtics are fourth worst in the league giving up rebounds on average this season, which is kind of shocking for Boston. So I like Allen over 10.5 rebounds at plus 110. I got a great price on that. So those are my two on this one. But yeah, I got a bunch of action around the horn. Big slate tonight. Let's cash.
Let's go. Jeff, I know you said you had a play in this Celtics game, if I'm not mistaken. How are you trying to get to the window in this battle of the crown for the Eastern Conference?
I'm rolling with Keith on this one on the under. I got it at 238, so I'm on the under 238. And our boy Nasty Nate in the chat there saying the Celtics smash. I'm going to take the Celtics at plus 1.5 as well. So those are my two basketball plays for the evening. We'll see what happens.
And Subhuman, I believe you've got some other action. I'm not sure if you're dialed into this one here or not, though. Are you? You got player pass on this one?
I don't have any basketball action. I tailed some of you guys' stuff as you railed it off there. Maybe I'll get live. I'm not the biggest NBA capper, and a lot on my plate today with all these hockey games. So
respect. There's no sense to force action. We've got a ton of games. I know this guy makes a ton of bets. He's backstage, and he's running so hot. It's Ramon Scott, baby. Ramon, all over the YouTube today, my friend. How you doing, Ramon?
Hey, I wanted to come here and see what we're up to with the big game tonight.
This is a big one, huh? We got a big battle royale between these two teams here. I'm excited to see what happens. Keith made a great point about the big comeback for the Celtics. I'm still riding the Celtics here. You got this double, or ultimately now I guess it's a triple revenge factor here. They lost back-to-back spots, but how you getting paid? Ramon, you got any action kicking for us in this? I asked, do you have any action? I know you do. How you going to the window in the Celtics-Cavs game?
Well, I'm going to look at some props here. I think when we talked about the game on the show this morning, I was total disagreement with my chat, so I'll defer to them, I guess. Here they suggested the under in this game. I had already committed to the over as my pick, and the plays kept rolling in, and it was a consensus play by the chat on the under. So usually that's my line with the chat, not saying that they're square or anything. I think you're going to find right in general. I'm going to be an under guy, and maybe the chat has some overs, but it was the opposite in this game. So maybe I can go to suggest a few props here. Should be a great game. Again, the total trend is still in play here in this one right now that we've been banking on. And I don't know if they're trolling me by, keep betting on the Celtics. They say they keep winning. But right now, Boston is 1-19 against the spread in their last 20 games when coming in off of a win. So, I guess they're finding other ways with some props, and maybe that's what I can do here tonight. I like Derek White on his points prop here in this one tonight at 13.5 over at minus 120. I'm also going to take Garland at over 20.5 points at minus 125. Those are my two, I think, as far as points are concerned. In the rebound department, I actually wanted to maybe look here. Let me see. No, I didn't.
I took Jarrett Allen there.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna skip to the assists. I think, and I'm gonna end up here on Brown in his assists for Boston at over 4.5 at minus $1.10. And Nasty Nate always, I believe it's always on for KP over in his threes. I don't think I can ever get away from it. It haunts me in my sleep. And if I can, pump up, I always give Nate a hard time on the show, but there's no doubt that KP 15 and 10 to the over on his threes this season. That's what I have him at anyway. Maybe it is more. These guys love it so much, but I'll end up taking KP on his threes because I'd be embarrassed to show up tomorrow if I didn't have it and we didn't bet it. So also I'm thinking maybe PRA here on Tatum and my man, of course, Evan Mobley back in the lineup. I love those kids, and I love Evan Mobley and his dad. So maybe I'll look to a few more here as we get rolling. But those four, I think, that I've committed to here. Let me get the. Might have to recite the KP. I got to go on a hunt for it. Right. I got a few minutes though, right?
Yeah, I think we got a few. I think it's 7:35, maybe 2 minutes or so before this thing pops off.
There's Nate in the chat. He says KP and Pritch. So I'm on KP for sure. I don't know if I can get behind Pritch here tonight. So, but hey, I'm on a KP. This is a great time to ride a little bit with Nate. He can show me the way here in this one. But like I said, I ended up on the over, and I'm sorry I missed the show if I recited any of your guys' plays or went against you at all. But just turned it on. I was watching some press conference or something.
Well, this is a terrific night for live betting. We've talked about this 14 NHL games. We got 7 in the association in the NBA. We got a bunch of college basketball on top of it. I know you guys are what I love about this crew is that we're so diversified that no one's going to go out there and force a bet in a spot they're not comfortable with just to give you guys some action. They might hear what they like and jump along and tail the plays, but we got a bunch of eyeballs on a bunch of games, and that means there's going to be a bunch of live betting opportunities for us to get paid as the night moves on. We just got a goal in this Washington Capitals game, 1-0 on them.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. I know a lot of us were on the overs, so hopefully that breaks the scoring wide open here because it was pretty stingy before that. That was a game I was focusing on a lot.
You know, and Logan Thompson's a guy, dude. He's got the big contract. He's fired up. He's looking good. He was a little disappointed he didn't get the call to play on Team Canada in the Four Nations Cup, so he might even have a little chip on his shoulder. But I'm expecting goals in this game here. I think we might be a house divided here, Ramon.
Well, I don't have a problem with that. I look at these two, this situation screams less goals. I understand that, but yet 5.5, and you got such an exciting, great matchup with two teams that are obviously, ticketed for the postseason. How deep Washington's run? We still have questions, right? We're still shaking our heads in disbelief, but it's hard to ignore all their success right now. But I ended up on Florida on the morning show, though, actually, as my pick. But I was on a show earlier today and went with the under. And I know, Mikey, you were on the over. And I just got to face the facts with that one right now. But again, with this game, I would guess that what you were looking at. I mean, obviously the goaltender numbers are so outstanding. You just got to think that these two teams are still, far above average in goal-making opportunities, so that maybe the excitement of the game and the great matchup would help those goals and let it spread out a little bit.
I kind of thought that they, getting to see the president going to the White House, I kind of thought that would give them a little boost of excitement and some energy out there. But, sometimes that goes the other way. Sometimes the adrenaline dump comes in when they're sitting there 10 minutes before the game starts and they're waiting to hear the coach talk, and maybe they go out there and they come out flat. But I like Florida. I like the over in this spot here. But we got a bunch of NHL going on. The Wild and the Bruins are tied at 0. The Sabres are up 1-0 on the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Devils and Penguins are tied at 0. Ottawa just snuck one in there on Tampa Bay, a big spot there on the road for the Ottawa Senators. Hard team to make heads or tails of, but we'll get to the rest of the action you guys have here in a second. I want to shout out everybody in the chat for coming in here, hanging out with us here. We've got the best home team in the NBA in the Cleveland Cavaliers. We've got the best road team in the Boston Celtics squaring off in a battle for Eastern Conference royalty. Shout out to Sancho. DJ Hardy's giving Jeff a shout out. Nicholas Handy. Silent Rob. Stop Geoengineering. Robert McCormick's here. Nasty Nate wants them Celtics to smash. My guy Joe Dub likes Fresno State tonight. Says, what do you guys think? We'll talk about that for sure. Dana Dub says Mitchell over 25 and Allen double for a plus 110. Rick J says Braun loves being on TNT. Keith sharing his action out there. I shared my action out there. Rick J likes Braun over 8.5 assists. Nasty Nate gave KP over 2 threes and Pritchard 3s over 2. Not sure if I read that right. But Jarrett Allen over 10.5 rebounds for Keith at each every stride. Nasty Nate says KP and Pritchard over 2 threes. Parlay. He's going to parlay action with them boys in the player props. Rick J's got some UCLA -2. Joseph Alvarado's here ready to go. Fernando Mendoza He likes a little Arizona BYU over 152.5. Nasty Nate's looking at St. John's second half. Irish Kings. Peter stops the engineer says Donovan Mitchell alternate 30+ points, 6+. Look at that number. Stop you. I'll be rooting you on because that means I'm cashing as well. Irish Kings giving us an update on the Florida State spot. Futon bets like Celtics first quarter. Rick J on St. John's. Is that San Jose or St. John's? San Jose. San Jose. And Nasty Nate likes the Bruins live as well. Is it a surprise to you boys? Let's go around the horn. Yes or no? Is it a surprise that Nasty Nate thinks every Boston team is going to smash? Jeff, we'll start with you.
Not surprised at all. In fact, why don't you live bet the Bruins and the Celtics coming up here?
Hey.
So parlay.
Keith, are you surprised, yeah or nay?
No, I mean, I've heard it before, so maybe, parlay them, make a little money here, and then go to the pub in Boston. But yeah, I mean, I've heard this story before. Yep.
All right. Sub, are you surprised they're smashing Boston tonight?
I'm on the Wild, so Celtics maybe. I mean, I don't know. That's up to you guys, but I'm on the Wild. I think it's a wild spot.
Ramon, same question with a little different twist. If Providence was playing tonight, would Providence be included in his 3-leg smash parlay?
Oh, you've got us in the, and probably the Rhode Island Rams. You could get in there. You could get the Bruins in there. Look, I don't mind. I don't mind anybody homering it up. Obviously, technically, I guess you would always be 50% on your team and against. But my life of sports is one of misery, guys. My teams have never won anything, so quite often I end up betting against my team and kind of the emotional hedge that I love to talk about. My Chargers. Listen to these, listen to the losers I've been associated with, the Chargers, the Padres, the Clippers. I'm 55 years old and I've never celebrated a world championship in anything significant except indoor soccer, where my team won 16 consecutive world championships, but nobody knows that because nobody cares. Although indoor soccer is making a comeback.
Can you imagine if you had let's say you've got like a 20-year-old or you're 21 years old in Boston. Do you know anything but winning? I mean, come on. The Patriots, the Celtics, the Bruins, all they've done their entire life is win. You don't know what the misery is that Ramon Scott's going through out there.
Maybe I don't know, and I don't know what. That's why I always regale in these stories about, I went to the conference finals game. Never been to the big one. So, and it's not going to be anytime soon. That's for sure. So maybe that's what led me to sports betting. I can celebrate every night. Hopefully at least 55% or more. Look at Sharpie. I almost want to leave the chat right now because of those Dodgers.
Oh yeah. I was watching playoff Dodger baseball with him, man. It was a good time.
We, I was thinking the other day, and it was literally just yesterday. I wasn't a football fan because the Bills kind of turned me off with their 4 straight losses in the Super Bowl, which is still impressive that, everyone says, they got there 4 times. How the fuck do you lose 4 times in a row? But that being said, I went down, I moved to Philadelphia, and all I've known for the Eagles predominantly is NFC championship games. Get yourself to the NFC championship, and they've done that for so many years that I can't even. It's hard to remember when they're not there because Andy Reid's era was so dominant, and they've found a way to play with the transition of the guard between Carson Wentz and now Jalen Hurts. So I'm pretty fortunate to be a Philly fan and at least get NFC championship games, not necessarily Super Bowl. So we'll see how that transpires.
An exciting game one time, Mike, as a kid with the Eagles at the Chargers. It was a thriller. You never see this score, at least back in the day when we didn't have 2-pointers, but Philadelphia came back and beat the Chargers 22-21 behind Wilbur Montgomery, of course, and Harold Carmichael. And what a game that was, 22-21. Boy, was I mad. But what a game. And looking back on it now, it was a great game.
When I first moved to Philly, we used to go to the Veteran Stadium that they had there before they built the Link, and they did a great job. They even had TVs and things set up outside, so you could listen to the games. You could be there. Even concerts, they did the same thing. So tailgating was really fantastic out there outside of Vet Stadium. And I remember the first time I got down there, some friends were like, "Yeah, we're going to go tailgate." And I was like, "We got tickets?" They're like, "No, we're just going to hang out. It's pretty cool." And So I went the first time, and I was like, "This is pretty cool. What a neat experience to be able to at least hear it and kind of see it with those giant TVs that they made a nice little outdoor setup for people that didn't have tickets, and it was fun. But away we go, boys. I see.
I thought it was so. I've only got the KP. I never made it to Tatum PRA. I guess I could try to do some in play, but yeah, game started. I thought it was at 20 till. It was at 25 till. You'd think I would know the start times of anybody.
Yeah, the only games that seem to start on time are the TNT games.
It's like, yeah, not the points for sure, right? Yeah.
No, they got the start times locked down. It's like a pay-per-view event for the main card of UFC, you know. But we're starting off. Mitchell with the big dunker out there, 6'4". So the Cavaliers are over
hats off. Okay, good job, chat. We're going under. So
I don't know if you guys noticed, because I noticed, but that Jared Allen rebound prop started out great for Keith there. I threw a little money at that, and God, he had 5 a few minutes into the game.
Wow,
that's amazing. Yeah, it just the trend was. I mean, it just came down to Boston struggles, and then this guy was only 20 minutes. Oh, let me look. Oh, awesome.
And we have an equalizer in Washington D.C. 1-1 Panthers Caps.
Let's go.
No,
it's them Cats. Trisha M's Ice Cats.
I think for the over players like Mike. You want that answer each time. I don't want anybody getting out in front by 2 goals. I think if I don't, you might also think hunker down, but I think if you already think over, you want them to trade and somehow get to, we know 2-2 is a fine number for an over 5.5. Depending on as long as you get there by the third period. Again, these goalies have been. So good, especially of course Thompson. I guess the Golden Knights would have some regret, but we're long past that now. He's the goalie of the Washington Capitals.
Shout out to the Ninja.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shout out Sneaky Ninja. You're good, man. All good.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got subs right 4 rebounds early, so that's what I was gonna announce. So amazing start that I got over the 10.5 plus 110.
Man, I know I talked about this the other day, and I sent you guys a message in one of the chats where I talked about the unusual betting activity, and it was Russell. Was it Russell Westbrook? And it wasn't just Russell West. It was his rebound number, I believe, and they weren't just taking his rebounds over. I think his number was like 5.5. The public betting number was 10 plus on this dude, and it was like plus 900. I remember sending it around to a couple of my friends, and he gets 3 or 4 in the first quarter. He gets up to 7. I mean, the books are getting cooked, and then he gets the hamstring and he's out with the whole second half to go. The guy doesn't finish off. I thought, man, if ever there's a time where I thought something was fixed, we always talk about that with these player props. But I was like, this dude's flying over the number, and then hamstring and he's out.
That's a bad beat right there. That sucks. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pizza money bet, but plus 900, I laddered him on his. What's funny is I took his original number for a unit, and then it was pizza money's on 8 plus, 9 plus, and 10 plus. So he ends at 7. I'm like, fuck, didn't even get the plus money ladder to make it all.
I didn't even get a slice of pizza. Exactly.
I owe him pizza.
That's funny. Yeah, 5 rebounds. Wow, snuck another one before the commercial sub. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, instead of gifting these memberships, maybe they could gift some pizza delivery tonight.
Oh, man. I get that sports money logo on the slice somehow embroidered on it. That'd be cool.
I put on my smelly sports money shirts here.
Oh, this is fresh out of the laundry.
Told me in the chat that I'm supposed to wash them, but for good luck, I just keep wearing the same ones over and over.
Yeah, I just saw the chat comment there. Kentucky is getting run out of the building, 49-31.
Yeah, disappointing.
Well,
it is early yet. They could backdoor cover. You never know.
News for the Cats. I mean, wow, giving up 50 here in the first half. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's trouble for sure. There were plenty of people talking over in that game. I ended up on Kentucky as well, but it did seem like the Cappers were mostly on Ole Miss. But man, should have been over for sure.
You know, the one trend that got to me, and I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I just kept thinking about it because I've hit it so many damn times, is when you're the lesser ranked team at home and you're the favorite, 25 Ole Miss versus 14 Kentucky, that favorite does seem to cash a whole bunch. And it's almost like you're the inferior team, even though they're 25, they're 5-4 in the SEC and Kentucky's 4-4, but that does have something to say about that. I mean, there's 16. Hindsight's 2020. We'll see if they can make it a game as they roll on. But we got some action going to pop off here at 8:00, so I don't want to miss the opportunity. The fun part about betting a night like we have tonight is there's so many games to fire away on, and I know some of you guys got some other action out there. We'll see what Jeff has when he comes back. But Keith, in the 8:00 window, we got a bunch of hockey games here. We've got the Oilers and Blues. We've got the Hurricanes and the Jets. NBA, we've got some action that's popping off as well. We've got ourselves the Miami Heat, the Chicago Bulls, and we've got a slew of college basketball games as well. In the 8:00 window, is there anything that you've got popped off? I know you said you had a bunch of games kind of highlighted here. How are you looking to get paid?
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, it's actually ironic that with all these hockey games, I actually have a Carolina at Winnipeg. I actually have a play in this one. I'll find out pretty soon. Is that it's crazy. I was reading about these backup goalies that are coming in now. I see that one was announced, and then I'm pulling it up that it's basically I'm on the first period under 1.5. The backup goalie that's coming in here is actually he's 8-1, 8-1 to the under, and then the Carolina guy's 6-3. So these goalies are actually they do well historically with the trend with the first period under. So I got that under 1.5 goals at -105. So I got that for Carolina and Winnipeg Jets coming up. And then I know I was actually really close, Mike, and I saw your bet here is that I like Philadelphia Flyers tonight. I know that they haven't scored a goal in 3 games, but I like them. I think they didn't have to travel this time. And then they're playing a Utah team that's been struggling the last 10 games. But I like the over in this one. I like over 5.5 goals at -110. I think that hopefully, the result from the altitude, hopefully for Philadelphia no more altitude, a little bit better with the altitude, right, at Utah. So let's cash.
Excellent. Stuff, how about yourself? 8:00's popping off. Anything coming up for you?
Yeah, I'm on the Jets as a home dog. I think it's a Jet spot. I mean, hard to get in front of these Canes, but it's the Jets.
Lineup. Sub, I don't want to jump in there and step on this thing here, but I disagree with that spot here. You look overall.
Yep.
The Jets have won 6 in a row, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Carolina, when Carolina's in this road spot here between -100 and -130, they're typically not positive road favorites here. So I can see this little Jets plus money opportunity looking pretty fucking solid. Should be a lower scoring game. I mean, Carolina and the Jets, matchups between two teams coming off of overs. 72.6% to the under, 37-14 as well. So a lot of consideration there. A lower scoring game, and that's where the Jets thrive, frankly, right?
Yeah, and I mean, Jets coming off of not an awful long road trip, not a great spot, but I don't know, plus 130 at home for Winnipeg. Hard for me to stay off that.
I guess the move there relates to I think Comrie's in goal there today, but man, this the Jets momentum is pretty hard to want to sway right now. I don't feel like you can. I mean, they're definitely a profitable team at home, and Carolina. They kind of give it away on the road, down more than a quarter unit so far. So. I think maybe that's what was related. Maybe it was the move to Comrie here in goal with their second teamer in there today, and he hasn't. 4-7-1, but no, I ended up like you guys. Jets and under for me there.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just say real quick is that that the goalie's name is Comrie. So he's actually 8-1 to the first period this year for Winnipeg. And then the Carolina goalie is actually 6-3. So I just thought that was a pretty cool trend right there. I like that there's good records. So let's catch. Hopefully they'll just get one goal at least.
You know what I like about that is there is sometimes the overreaction when the backup goes in there. I was talking to somebody the other day about that. They were saying, you think the team just knows the backup's going in there and they just kind of give up? And I'm thinking, I don't know that I prescribe to that thinking because, you know, some of these backup goalies stand on their heads. They're like the Rock when you need them to give the team the rest. Like they all kind of band together and find a way to forge ahead. Jeff, what do you think about that?
And they're gonna, you sometimes can see a more concerted defensive effort to keep the shot opportunities blocked if you can sometimes, and that does kind of sometimes lead to unders as well because it becomes a game of protection. But obviously a low key, pretty good game there with Carolina and Winnipeg tonight for sure.
Yeah,
Jeff, how about you?
I agree with you in that there. I think they play a little more conservative with the backup in net. I'm on Winnipeg. I snagged them at plus 120, excuse me, Bob, plus 125. I see it's at plus 130 on some books, plus 125 on some others. So I think they got a pretty good shot in this one. Did you have any action, Sub? I just got back.
Oh yeah, I went first. I'm on the Jets too. Yeah, sounds like a squad ride. I think all of us.
Okay. Yeah, I heard
are either on the Jets or not on a side.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the first period under for sure. Yeah.
What price did you get that at, Keith?
Let's see. I'm looking at it here. I got minus 105. Yep.
Oh, that's not bad.
Good. Yeah, I was just giving up these guys. These goalies have nice records with the 8-1 and 6-3 for the first period under. I read actually there was a cool thing. An article I read today is that a lot of the times if you lose the first period under, you roll that back to the second period. That's actually been pretty successful this season. And you kind of roll back and cash on the
Yeah,
second.
it's funny, Keith. I was just going to mention that because as far as those early slate games go, we had 5 of them. Only one of them went over 1.5.
No.
We had Jackets Sabres, Senators Lightning, Devils at Penguins. They all scored 1 exactly in the first period. And we had a 0-0 in Wild Bruins. So 4 of those 5 went under the first.
Well, the unders are hot right now, Mike.
The salami's looking good, boys.
It looked like when I looked at the card versus huge card, right? And you look at the matchups in a way, it seems like every kind of head-to-head also is kind of favoring the dogs there. I know Mike was talking about that Grand Salami today because whenever you can get a huge schedule like this, and if you can just get pitched a few shutouts in there, talking about all the unders that you need there to help that salami, man, just felt like dogs and under. I didn't go down the list and see if I, followed through with that myself, but that was the gut reaction when I looked all the way down the line. It felt like tonight.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys, I know Jeff's seen the salami metrics in play before. We've cashed plenty on that, but I don't know if you guys got a chance to see that or not. Have you ever seen anything like that before? Have you guys ever looked at that salami math that I shared earlier today?
Yeah, Mike said put a 1 in the chat on pregame and during that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that kind of equation that you put together. I've never seen it.
It wasn't mine. I borrowed it from a sports book that a friend of mine that worked at a sports book that put it out there. And so we made a ton of cash. But the NHL changed those rules and scoring became, you weren't seeing 5.5s anymore. You were seeing 6.5s. It was only was it last year we started seeing 7s? 7s on a game. What the fuck?
That's long gone. It feels like this season, especially right now.
Well, we'll see. The magic number is, what was the number? 83.5. We're trying to stay under 83.5 total goals. We'll see. We're on a decent start, but
solid start.
We'll also keep our eyes on those road teams because the road teams were minus 175 on the money line for the salami, meaning the road teams were going to outscore the home teams when it all came down to it at the end of the night. So we'll keep our eyes on how that prevails as well and see if there's maybe some angles that we can pick up and maybe we can bring this trend back. Maybe we can bring this salami thing back and be pioneers again, planting our flag in something like this. We'll see.
And the first period is not even over, and Jarrett Allen at 9 rebounds, Keith. That might be the play of the day at this rate. I mean,
That was
he
like,
should have
that was like the 2-minute thing for Fanatical Jim right there. Exactly.
right. Yeah, exactly.
That was
That's amazing.
I haven't yet, but yeah, holy crap. Thank you very much for the update, sub.
Nice.
And mine
Nice
said
done.
6. Okay. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, no, he's at 9. Yeah.
Yeah,
How's that total looking?
Oh, we're just getting mucked up right now for sure, Jeff. I mean, this thing's going to be lucky to get it to 200 points. With this thing.
Yeah, total's looking great right now.
You got down with that bet, hopefully, sub? And you guys?
Oh yeah, I sure did. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, what a start. Unbelievable.
Excellent. Good start to the night, boys. Let's see if we can keep it going. The Celtics are currently putting their boots to the ass of the Cavaliers, 18-13. 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
I mean, you're clunking it up, and you got Big Al shooting back-to-back threes right here. Clank, clank.
This under is like a crazy start for the under right now.
Clank Thompson. I mean, shout out to Dallas.
Yeah, I saw the Lakers highlights of the Lakers press conference today. So they had, obviously Luka in the middle with these other players that are acquired. But there was a lot of, chatter, a lot of memes online. But it's going to be this is going to be something bigger. This is the craziest trade, I think. One of the craziest trades in sports.
Ramon had asked the question on his show. He said, "Did you guys see it?" And I think or did you wake up to it? And I think I kind of saw it out of one hazy eye, but didn't pay much attention to it. And then I woke up the next morning and I really had a chance to internalize. And I was like, what the fuck? What's going on here? The Lakers just find themselves in the middle of moves that I guess I'm not surprised. I guess, there's a team with some big expectations, and LeBron certainly, we talked 3 years ago or so, right, with the Jenny bus, and he used to kind of cycle things around and talk about who he wanted in, and they weren't afraid to trade the whole damn team right before the deadline and then figure out a way to go out there and try to compete for a championship. But that's a big move. I mean, I'd rather have Luka than Anthony Davis, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
Kind of fucking
it's not even really close. I mean, it's 25-year-old versus 31. I mean, it depends. If it was like a team that, I don't know, the return was just awful to me.
Didn't they get 2 first-rounders or something, though?
I think they got like a second rounder, right? And then him and a couple other players. That's it. Something really bad.
Let me look.
Thanks.
Finally make a 3. They're 3 of 15 from 3, but it doesn't matter because the Cavs can't even score. So 23-13 right now. Celtics doing it.
Yeah. Well done, Celtic first quarter bettors.
Yeah. Nasty Nate.
Oh,
I think I saw Nate on the second quarter.
He likes the second quarter. He thinks they smash, and then he likes the second quarter. I'll tell you, we got the cheat code for Nasty Nate. We look at these guys that are, passionate about their team. And I remember sitting down. I said this story before. Sitting down in Texas with them and said, I didn't really know Nate too much at the time, but I was like, hey, is there ever a time you don't say the fucking Celtic smash? We're sitting around having a couple drinks or whatever. And I was like, I see you in the chat all the time, Celtic smash. And he's like, if you see me putting player prop bets out there, and I'm not saying the Celtics smash, I don't think they're going to smash. And I said, okay, that's cool. So he's been on point this year, though. He's had his KP threes, and when he starts loading up on his player props, sure enough, the Celtics have not smashed in those games.
Well, it's kind of like me with Manchester United. If you don't hear me say anything, then they might have a chance to cover the spread. But if you see me betting the game, I'm definitely opposing them, which I've got a great ROI opposing my Red Devils out in Manchester there.
I was thinking if I don't see you say Liverpool and under, it's a good opportunity to take the other team.
It's been a while since
playing against
we've been going to
Liverpool.
that.
Like, oh my God, you're playing against Liverpool.
Actually, funny enough, this one doesn't come till Thursday. I think I'm gonna take the Spurs. They did us dirty with the corner Saturday or Sunday, pardon me. But Spurs +2. I kind of like that. As bad as the Spurs have been with injury woes, they've got 13 losses across all competition. They've only lost one time by 2 or more goals, and it was to Liverpool. So I think this is a time where I think they stay in the game here. I think they probably lose, but they probably lose by 1. And, you can give me a push with the 2, a win with the draw. I'm probably going to be on Tottenham on Thursday, plus the 2.
All right. Well,
So
Todd?
no, in the first quarter here, Mike, do you see what I'm seeing? I'm sure Mike sees dollar signs in his eyes right now. I mean, it's a first quarter, but 28-15. Did I see that right?
Speaking of nasty Nate, he says cash them Celtics first quarter. We'll give him a button here. Let's give him a little something in honor of nasty Nate.
Awesome.
Thanks. I needed that.
There's a not often seen one there. I'll take a cheers to that, though. I did cash a little bit there.
Oh, nice. Let's go. Yeah, I always love when you play that one. Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, well done, Celtics bettors.
Let's go. He's got the sign. He's got it out there. I know how Nasty Nate wants to celebrate his victories. We got you.
Fernando saying Liverpool's going to
says, sorry, Subway.
They might. Yeah, they might. Hey, they might, man. I'm not saying Liverpool's not the better team. They are the better team. That's for sure. But I could see it being a 1-2 or a 2-3 in favor of Liverpool. And the thing about that is, it's the second leg of the semifinal. So both teams can kind of live with that. Tottenham's up a goal on aggregate. So if Liverpool wins by 1, they go to overtime and, penalty kicks, whatever. We'll see though. Fernando could be right. I mean, it might be like 5-1 or something. I'm not against saying that Liverpool is the best team in the world. I think they probably are at this stage.
I'd like to see that. Let's see what happens. That'll be some fun. When's the next big soccer extravaganza, boys? We made a bunch of money on those last couple of live streams we've done. Is there some? I know they're coming into the next round of the tournament, but is there going to be an event where we see a bunch of games at the same time?
I see Columbus tied it up against the Sabres. Sorry, Sub, go ahead.
Well, I was going to double check. I think it will be Wednesday the 12th. It's not going to be a huge amount of games, but honestly, it's hard to handle 18 games at a time. So it might be kind of a relief. Tuesday the 11th, there's 4 games. Wednesday the 12th, there's 4 games. Be a 3-pack at the 3 p.m. hour on each of those.
You guys did a tremendous job on that 18 gamer. That was pretty cool, Ramon. Seeing all those goals flying in, and it wasn't like the previous one where there were no goals early. It was a lot of things flying, and they were all flying early. It was fun.
Yeah, the Tuesday feature is going to be certainly Real Madrid at Man City. Of course, we know they got in, but now they're here. Maybe something can happen there. And let's see, I think the other one, let's see there, Sub. I thought I've looked at the other day as well. I hope I got that right, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you sure did. Yeah, I've got them right in front of me. You want me to read them off?
Yeah, sure. And I was just looking, that was a featured game. We could just run down all 8 of them, really. But I was thinking maybe on Wednesday, tough to say. Maybe they all kind of are equal. Maybe Bayern Munich and Celtic, but Celtic really looks like garbage. That's going to be a blowout. I guess the closest game probably Benfica and Monaco and Milan and Feyenoord. Both of those more closely rated. Guess I was just gravitating towards Bayern Munich because I'm looking for the big names. But we want close games, not big names.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I was about to bring it up, Mike, so I don't mean to cut you off, but I like Feyenoord there. I already took the plus a quarter goal. I think they can give AC Milan problems, and they're at home.
That's my team. That's
yeah.
my team. I've been cashing on their team. We didn't cash this last game on their team total over, but frankly, they didn't necessarily need it. So Feyenoord's my squad, man. They like to score.
Yep. Huge. I think that's one of my spots there. Yeah, I mean, speaking of that feature game, as Ramon was talking about, I mean, how do you not just absolutely hammer Real Madrid team total over in that one? I mean, this Manchester City
dog in that game right now. So Man City, I mean, they're at home, so they're going to be favored. The return leg is going to be Real Madrid favored, but Real Madrid's a dog here.
Yeah, Real Madrid is a dog away, and you don't even have to ask them to win, but you can get plus money on them to score 2 goals against this Manchester City team that cannot defend, and for some reason during the transfer break decided to add a bunch more attackers and no defenders. I mean, a 2-2 is fine by me. Give me the team total over 1.5 with Real there. It just feels like a no-brainer.
Maybe we parlay Real and Feyenoord team total overs.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to write that down.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, Feyenoord, a home dog to Milan. Like I said, closely rated, but they're going to be probably getting at least a quarter goal, if not a little bit more on that. I would think on that game. I didn't look at the Asian line. I'm just looking at the money lines here, but
yeah, that's what I took them at, was a quarter goal. I could tell you what I got.
Yeah,
maybe if I can get my shit together here.
We got a little action update. The Capitals scored to pop off the second period. It's 2-1 here. Looking, what's messed up? After 1-0 Capitals, it was over 5.5 at plus 140. I looked at taking it again, and I don't know why I got gunshot. Jeff mentioned the Columbus Blue Jackets scored. It's 1-1 over there. The Devils are up 1-0 on the Penguins, and Tampa Bay has tied it up against the Ottawa Senators.
That was a Washington shorthanded goal too.
Oh man, that always helps your overs when they're getting shorties.
That's it.
And we got an Islanders goal too.
Oh
With
wow!
about 90 seconds left.
1-0. They sneaked it in at the end of that first period.
Hey, Ramona, I'll tell you after. Yeah,
we've got 2 games popping off. We got the Oilers and Blues. I gave out the under 6.5 in that Oilers Blues game on pre-gaming. Catch that show Monday to Friday at 6 p.m. at Sports Money. And the Jets in Carolina. Here we go. Keith brought the trend for us on that first period. And yeah, you got to kind of look at this Winnipeg spot. But Winnipeg, Carolina will be popping. So let's see what happens, boys.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah, Ramon, real quick, I actually have a college basketball play. I think you talked about it on your show. Is Drake versus Murray State.
Oh my God, Keith! I hope you're on it. I mean, go ahead. Did you?
Yeah, the under looks pretty good. I under 123.5 minus 110.
Okay.
Is that your play too?
Well, no, I only bet Drake, and boy, we were just coming on. I was getting ready to come on the air, and I was like, man, I really want. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Let's just talk. I mean, Drake's just looking great again here, and really smashing Murray State 32.
The last time they lost was to this team, Murray State.
Just
about that.
Having fear of betting more, fear of missing out on more profit. Don't be a moron. Bet more on it. Today with Drake.
We're both looking good right now. Let's go.
Oh man, Drake really smashing these guys up. You're in the driver's seat, of course, on that total 50, but
that looks
watch
beautiful.
out. I mean, I almost want to. I have the game on, and I just every time I looked up. Now it says Murray State has 18, but every time I looked up at the game, it looked like it was 32-0. The way Drake's playing right
now, unfortunately.
I don't want to lay it. I think it's 13.5, a live line. They're ahead of that number, but I'll just, take the measly money here on a small bet. Man, Drake doing it again.
Yeah, on fire.
Yeah, I just dropped a question in the chat there. I said, are you guys more NBA or NHL oriented so we can make sure that we cover all the right talking points for you guys? And Sneaky Ninja likes the NBA. So we will make sure we do that indeed. We did get a goal. Florida Panthers tied it back up. Ramon, you talked about that. You want to see the team come right back and fire if you're on an over, and they did just that. 2-2.
Shoot at 2, 15 minutes left still. There's some goals. You guys are on it here for sure in that one.
Yeah, but help us help the community, you guys. Toss it out there. Ron Young says NHL, especially playoffs. Okay. We'd love to hear what you guys are concerned about. Where does your interest lie? Because we will make sure that we cover those sports in perpetuity. Is that the right statement to make?
Wow.
35 Boston, 18 Cleveland. How about that, boys? There's some perpetuity.
I'm going to come in here. I didn't get my turn there, Master of Ceremonies, on the 8 o'clock hour. So that's gone. So I'll go to the bottom of the hour, though, at least.
Oh, geez. I'm sorry. I missed you.
Oh, shoot.
I'm going to have to go with Utah State. I mean, this is a square play, but I do think they're going to run it up here on Wyoming, man. They're just looking awesome here right now. It seems like they're unstoppable. I don't think this is the night for Wyoming to get in their way. Lines moved from 8.5 to 9.5. I'm going to lay 9.5 points on the road with Utah State. To keep it going, just 3 losses this year. They're taking on Wyoming. Yeah, Wyoming can, jump up and bite you sometimes at home, but just seems like that's my conference, really, Mountain West. I'm going to take Utah State here as my play on the show. Okay. And I was also kind of looking at the Georgetown Xavier game. That's kind of a nice game. It seems like we keep riding Georgetown, but I'm on Xavier tonight. That's just the way it came down for me numbers wise here. I think we've seen Georgetown hitting a little bit of a wall, so to speak. At home, I still think they're going to be a menace to some of the teams in conference play, but I'm worried about this one going on the road, especially offensively with Georgetown. It does seem like when they're at home, they can keep the score a little bit low. That's when they're in it. I've got Xavier tonight here, and I'm going to put it in now. I think I'm laying a little bit more than I would have preferred it's a flat 8 here at Surf. I'm going to have to go on my phone. I'll take Xavier. It's easier when I can just click on the screen on those offshores. But
I'm sorry I missed the 8 o'clock window for you, Ramon. My apologies.
No, it's okay. We there weren't any college games. An Oklahoma State Houston game. I noticed you were on that one, Mike. And Houston's at it again. So you were on the under. They can't score. They've got 9 points, 7.5 minutes into the game.
Yeah. Well, we got a spot for Xavier. 9-0 against the spread in the favorite role. After a game, they were a dog, and they made 20 or more shots out there. So, dog that scored, come back in the favorite spot. They're 9-0 against the spread. There's a little Xavier trend to support my man Ramon Scott. He's running so hot.
You look at. I'm Ed Cooley truther, but just look. They'll continue to improve. I'm sure they'll get better, and who knows? Maybe they can sneak up on somebody in the conference tournament. We're going to have a pretty good finish. It looks like Marquette giving a good battle here with St. John's right now. 49-45, the Johnnies lead with 9 minutes to play in the game. They're up, but Marquette hanging in there, obviously. Right now, it's right about the number, though. St. John's was about a 2.5, 3-point favorite, I think, when it went off. So that one's going to be in the balance.
That's it. So
I just gave it out.
Got 8 rebounds.
If Tex missed it there, I'm on Utah State laying 9.5.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Good luck.
I'll tell you, Ramon. I'm not against tailing that man, Ramon Scott. He's running so hot. Make money. I'm going to get that first down.
What is that? That's my conference. Oh, you're going to take the first half where they minus 5.5?
No. I'm going to get the verse down. I know Ramon Scott running so hot, but that next set of lyrics gets me busted up. I'm going to figure it out.
I just know that, that's my conference. And, hey, my San Diego State team right now, they are not looking the part. They can barely beat any. They are kind of the team that teases their fans. They trail some of the lower rung teams by like 10 points, and they come back to win, like driving past them like a racehorse. But really, they're just not playing up to expectations at this point. Despite winning, they don't cover.
interesting you mentioned racehorses because I did drop into our friend Razor Sharp Picks chat today. I gave out one play on Saratoga Harness, and we cashed a 38-1 exacta. Shameless plug for myself on the straps.
That certainly was time to take a shot.
Shameless plug. One shot, one kill. All right, Utah State it is. Let me get calibrated here. You know, the funny thing about Utah, or the Wyoming, I used to like Wyoming, but I can't seem to get their totals the spot that I'd like to attack. And, you know, you're talking about the Utah State side of things here. This might be a spot where I swoop in on this under as well.
Now, 8 of the last 12 meetings between the two teams have gone over, and there is some argument that maybe Xavier, some of these games when they're home favorite. Oh, I'm sorry. We're on the. You're talking about the total. I'm sorry, the Wyoming game. Sorry about that, Mike.
Yeah, Utah State and Wyoming, right?
Yeah, the game we were talking about. No, 8 of the last 12 meetings have gone over. It felt like the steam kind of came over on this one, right? Right now it's at it's definitely gone up, right? To 138.5. Oh boy. That's down from a high of 142 earlier today. So, I'll just say it, Mike. I sent out the premium pick on the over.
Fine. All right. Well, I'll stay off that then. I don't want to cross streams.
Well, there's no doubt that the move now is clearly on the under here late. As it continues to move lower, right? Like I said, 138. I saw it go as high as 142. I want to say there sometime during the day, and now
really?
It's all the way back down. Yeah, see if I can't quote that to you here. 141.5 at Bet Rivers at just about 2 hours ago.
Sub book, right? Bet Rivers.
Sub loves Rivers.
I do love Rivers, man. It's one of my favorite books. Yeah, I really do. Yep.
So it is.
Prices on Rivers, man.
Seeing the list of all the books, it's Sugar House and all these names. I just didn't even know these existed. But I think it's cool. I mean, I want to look at their promo signups if I don't have these books, though. I want to take a look at them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think Rivers, I don't think their promo sign up is that impressive, to be honest, but it's been a valuable book to me, man.
Yeah, there's no more like
you do a lot of stuff you can do in other books.
Deposit bonuses are tough to get past now.
Sneaky Ninja says tempted to take the Blazers money line against the Pacers. Pacers on the second leg of a back-to-back after that Utah battle last night. That was an elevation situation. Here they go, boys. Blazers. What are they? 9 in a row against the spread?
Playing really well right now.
Good for them, man.
The Suns. I mean, what bums. I mean, I had a 3-leg chalk parlay, but I ended up getting minus 106, and I needed the Suns at the end, and then they lose in overtime. That was a tough one to watch at the end.
See, I love this. Our community, we're all helping each other out. Stop Geoengineering comes in there. He's giving a little breakdown for him. Says, can't hit you if you do. Pacers so much worse on the road, and the Trailblazers looking locked in right now. I may alternate line the extend Ayton's points, rebounds, and assists. He's cashed his 29.5 his last 6 games. I love that, man. Thank you.
Mike, I want to just preempt here maybe what you were talking about, if you want to hit it right now, and this one's going to move here. The news is in right now that Wyoming's guard, Obi Agnew, will miss tonight's game against Utah State. He's a 18 points per game scorer. He is going to be out tonight in the game against Utah State. So Wyoming, 18-point scorer, ruled out here just 8 minutes before tip-off. He was questionable coming in, to be fair. It could be baked into the line, but I think right now you are seeing a little bit of movement based on this news here. The line is going to move to 10 probably for Utah State here. I don't know if the total is being affected. South Point has put up 10 and 138.
All right. We were dialed in, Ramon. You were minutes ahead of this thing. Way to go.
Well, that's what they say I do. I just don't go advertising it, I guess.
Excellent.
It's hard to do. It's hard to make calls like that. It's 6:30 in the morning.
It's even harder. What was it, 4 a.m. there when you had to start on Saturday? I said, man, my man.
Well, you guys were on point. Now, I must admit, I sent Mike a message. I said, man, Mike, that really was one of the best I've ever seen by the crew. Out of the dozens and dozens of shows that we've done now, I really thought that was good. Now, to be fair, I did miss the first two fights. I took about a 75-minute nap. Ironically, I lost both those fights. I don't know. I think a couple of you were on the winners there, but I guess if you're going to sneak in a nap there before the college basketball, I take that back. You'd rather, of course, wake up to winners. I was going to say maybe you could stomach losing if you were asleep. I think it only made me more bitter.
It kind of goes both ways, doesn't it? Yeah.
Oh man, I just want to say real quick is that I've already cashed the Jarrett Allen rebounds, 11 rebounds. Cash it.
God,
I was going to mention that, Keith. I noticed that. Yeah, great call there, man. No sweat on that one.
Well, you know what happens?
Thank you.
And Pritchard with a 3-pointer there to put Boston up by 16. So Boston's kind of heating up from 3. Cleveland is not. I think they might be 1 of 12 right now here so far. So Boston looking like they're gonna buck that streak here and get it done. Long way to go. I have a feeling, though, not to be all that I think Cleveland has a run in them somewhere. Whether or not this lead is big, this isn't too crummy teams out here where they might not have a run necessarily as the Cavs finally nail a 3-pointer there.
I might look second half over. Let me look at this here. Looks pretty good. Let me see it. Could be a good live bet. I mean, these, especially if Cavaliers have one more run in them, it's not totally over this game. Now Celtics scored another. All right, here we go.
All right. Well, I did give out in the premium subscribers chat today here the under in this Marquette St. John's game. So we're gonna sweat it out a little bit here. 98 points here in the 7 and almost 8 minutes left in the second half. So we'll see exactly what happens.
We weren't on the air yet, and maybe I should have yelled at you in the chat. I did go with the under also on the morning show, Mike. So Let's and I are in sync there. One of our Mikey Money plays there, but I don't know. It's not on the record. I guess it technically is. We both made the play on the show, but you'd have to be totally into us.
Well, we got a guy we're totally into. He's backstage. He's from down under, and he's ready to continue the NBA conversation here if we make some cash. Let's go. Hey, Dan, how you doing?
Good, fellas. What's going on?
Not the first. Strangely, not the first appearance by someone from Australia on the Sports Money Network here today. As earlier, Dan, we had on VB MMA Pick Show, Aussie Fight Fan. He's going to the fights this weekend, and he joined us as our guest analyst today. So,
yeah, nice.
Dan's coming in loud and clear. We were actually about on a 4-second, felt like about a 3 or 4 second delay with Fight Fan, but it worked out just fine, and he helped us preview the fight. So check out that video and on the videos tab, and we'll have First Strike, of course, and Dan, great to have you for some great action here with Cleveland coming back down 12.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good, mate. He the Aussie guy he had on's probably a legend anyway. Like we already know that, so he's probably a good bloke. I'll have to check that out later. But yeah, I just my bets that I've got on right now is I tailed Ramon there with the Utah State. I like the angle that you said in that. I also, because you said that the top scorers out, I just I took a little sprinkle at the Wyoming team total under 61.5. I know nothing about college basketball, but if you said that their key players out and he scores about 18, 20 points a game, I thought I'll take a flyer on that. It was plus 140 under 61.5. So I just thought, screw it. And I've also got my main play today is Bam Adebayo over 34.5 points, rebounds, assists. So that's my action right now.
All right.
Good luck.
Miami action. They're up 24-18 here in the first quarter. The game basically just started, so plenty of time to get involved. Bam Bam. Playing against my guy Bruce.
Yeah, Bam's been rolling pretty good for me lately. Like he's been on a little bit of a run these last couple games. So I'm just going to keep tailing him. What's he at now? He's only at 8 right now, points, rebounds, assists. So he's got a bit to go. But it's only the first quarter. So
That guy's going to end up in the Heat Ring of Honor, I think, one day. Just a good Miami Heat career for Bam.
Well, I'll tell you what else is happening is they've got like this new Hussein Whiteside looking guy called Ware, who's just coming up through the ranks the last couple of games. Like I remember when Hassan Whiteside was more concerned about his 2K rating than how many minutes he got on an NBA court. So hopefully this guy doesn't care about his 2K ratings. He just wants to get fucking wins every game because I'll tell you what, he's been playing pretty good. Keller Ware, I think it's Kellel Ware. I don't know how to
I think you're
pronounce
right.
it.
Yeah, that Ware is definitely the last name too.
Yeah, I think it's Kellel. I'm not sure.
Is that this guy here that Stop Geo's talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, he's last game. I don't think it was last game, but the one before, he had like 10 rebounds in the first half. I don't even think he didn't even start. Like he was coming off the bench for Adebayo, and then I nearly called Adebayo, who used to play for Arsenal.
Adebayo, you probably said it better than me. Yeah.
Yeah, Adebayo is a soccer player from Togo that used to play for Arsenal and Man City.
Yeah, you actually did pretty good, Keith. It's not an easy one by any means.
Yeah.
Like 80%. It's not bad.
Yeah, I'd say
I
90,
just say
yeah.
I just say Giannis. I can't say
I say Greek freak.
Atakatumbo. I got to really think about it.
That was funny though. I said I didn't say it right, but I said Greek freak on the fly. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, Greek freak. You just say Greek freak or Giannis, and you're sweet.
Oh, Mr. Doherty, did you get involved in that Burnley game today?
Yeah, I did, but my bet was Oxford over half a goal. And,
Oh man,
yeah,
I played draw. I I thought it would be 0-0 or 1-1.
Well, the same. I thought it was going to be 1-1 or 0-0, and the under 2.5 was way too juiced because that's what I was like.
Well, I ask you because you and I both always play under or we play Burnley to win to 0, and of course it was a Burnley to win to 0, and it was an under.
What was the corners in that game? Because the line was 9.5.
I don't recall off the top of my head. I was watching the cup match.
That was the other. That was the other game. I thought there could be a lot of corners in that game, just because Burnley just struggled to put the ball in the back of the net, and Oxford are actually good on the counter attack, so they could get a few corners. But I just bet on
Burnley had 12 all on their own. Yeah, they would have cleared it all on their own.
Yeah, there you go. The total for that game was 9.5. That's just fucking blast. That's crazy. For what? And what? Oxford probably had like 3 or 4 corners. I'm guessing.
They
maybe
had
like
4. Yeah.
Man, they were plus 100 for 1 goal last night. Like, I'm sorry, but I have to take that. I have to take that. Like,
as good as that Burnley defense has been, I get it, man. Yeah.
And also a big move that happened, a big League One move. Believe it or not, there's a big League One move. Jay Rodriguez signed for Wrexham.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, that's pretty big.
A Colombian?
Yeah, no, Jay Rodriguez, he used to play for Southampton and Burnley.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking James Rodriguez. Okay.
No.
The
The Englishman with the Rodriguez name is like, he's probably the only guy in England that's called Rodriguez. But yeah, he used to be known as the fastest player in the Premier League. Like, he was just super fast. Now he's obviously a bit older, but he signed from QPR.
That is an interesting move.
Which is huge for them. They've got a few strikers, but they're obviously making a really hard push to get promoted. They just need to be in the top 2 to get promoted. I think they're second right now. But I had them on the money line last night in the League Cup, in the English League Trophy. They won that game pretty easily. They were minus 120 to win that game.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a player that you need to put on your little watch list. I was going to send it through last night, but I didn't want to jinx myself, and I just want to see how it went. His name is Uche. He plays for Getafe. He was registered as a defensive midfielder for them, and he's been scoring goals. He's been playing striker, but on team sheets, he's listed as a defensive midfielder. I got him last night for a shot on goal for plus 125, and he got it easy. So keep an eye on him. He's a young Nigerian player for Getafe in Spain.
Interesting.
Money line down to plus 240 here on the Cavs. We're down the final 30 seconds of the first half, and the Celtics lead here by 8. But here's Merrill. Misses a 3. KP's got the rebound. One final shot here for the Celtics in the first half.
That was a big comeback. I mean, that was a comeback and a half, though, for Cleveland right here.
You know, I love that look you guys were talking about earlier, Real Madrid goals. Like, I think the over 1.5's minus 107, which is that's against a Man City team that can't keep a clean sheet at the moment. That's pretty stupid.
We were just talking about my love for Bet Rivers. Bet Rivers had it minus 101, which I thought was just fucking crazy, man. I mean, it's hard to keep off the board as Real and a team that defends as poorly as Man City. I mean,
hey, speaking, there's a game. There's a very important game for me coming up tomorrow morning, which is Newcastle versus Arsenal in a League Cup second leg semi-final. We're gonna fucking kill these guys. We'll just park the bus. We don't they just won the biggest game of the year for them. They're all they'll be celebrating beating Man City until the fucking cows come home. But we should beat them. I think they're more concerned about their Premier League title than winning a League Cup. So I reckon we should win. You should take Newcastle as a future to win that. We're probably pretty short right now, but
yeah. They could give.
We're plus
Liverpool
170.
And
Plus
Tottenham
170.
problems. Yeah, makes sense. But of course, Arsenal has to win the game just to get it to overtime. And yeah, I hear you. First half under feels like a good hit too.
That's what I'm sweating out right now, guys. Is Hurricanes Jets first period under, no goals right now. So 5:30 left.
Nice.
Let's go.
On your way there.
We're 2-2 in this Florida Panthers-Washington game, 2.5 minutes left in the second period. Sometimes that's dangerous when they're 2-2 going in. You know, Jeff always talks about the dangerous lead to have in hockey is when the team's up two goals going into the third period. But, Jeff, I wonder, when they're 2-2 going into the third period, do they just park the bus, or do you think they can come out and explode?
I don't know. You know, that'd be interesting to go back and see some stats on that, because I think it could go either way. I guess really it depends on the momentum. See, the Sabres pulled ahead 3-1.
Oh, playing some good hockey here. Well,
Playing at home against Seabus.
see, the Islanders are still up 1-0.
I think that second period
just going to wake up here, or what's up? Yeah, might have to.
Knights are pretty decent. You know, anytime I see a team playing the Islanders, I always think under. They always set those totals at 5.5, and they feel like they hit the under a lot more.
Yeah, I took the Flyers and Utah Hockey Club 5.5 over. That was how I got that one. I mean, Flyers. I was saying before, Flyers haven't even scored a goal in since this. I was reading. It was basically like an empty netter, right, Mike, versus New Jersey or something like that. And then it was something close like that. And they haven't scored in 3 games since that goal. So I think that the Flyers are going to wake up. I know Mike's on a money line too.
the problem is they've got some. I think another defenseman's injured or sick. I mean, their lineup's not killing anybody right now. So we'll see how it translates in the long haul here. I was just trying to give a little goal count here. Let me see what I can come up with here. 4-1, 6-1.
Yeah, every time I look up, it looks like Washington's outplaying them, but Florida's out shooting them right now, and I think Washington's getting the better scoring opportunities, though.
All right, so right now, the home teams are up 11-8 in goals. Why is that important? Because we talked about the Grand Salami. They have the favor on the road teams. 11-8, the home teams are favored. Minus 175 were the road teams in those Grand Salami numbers. So essentially what they're saying is, based on the prelim numbers, some road teams are going to come out here and fuck. Who's going to do just that? My speculation are the Leafs, the Red Wings, and the Flyers are the teams that are going to come out here on the road and make it ugly. But nonetheless, there we are.
I can see the Avs putting some pucks in.
I might have missed a couple. Hang on. 3, 4, 1.
Yeah, you were talking about that Florida Washington game. I don't know if you mentioned Washington is on a power play right now, but
Okay.
Florida has been killing the power plays.
11-8. I'm sorry, 11-8 for the home teams.
Okay.
We're gonna test the theory. We're gonna test this theory live on screen here, but 11-8 right now. The home teams are up, and as I mentioned, that minus 175 for the Salami. The books are stating, they're showing the road teams are going to come out here and beat the home teams in total goals. So you got to kind of use that a little bit to your advantage here. That being said, Carolina scores, and we got our guy here. Loves his totals. His assault on the under rains nobody.
What up?
Yo,
What's up?
how you doing?
Well, I'll tell you what's up. We just had a major upset in college basketball. Yep, that's right.
Not Wisconsin, because they don't play yet.
Would qualify. I think this qualifies. You guys might laugh, but Pine Bluff has their first victory of the season in conference play. They came in 3-18, 0-8 in the SWAC, and they beat second place Texas Southern, who was 7-1 coming in. 69-68 Pine Bluff with the upset. They were only 9.5 point underdogs, but I had to pump it up here with the 0-8 in conference, just beat 7-1. It's a swacky down there in the SWAC.
Wow. That's like the Minnesota Timberwolves losing to the Washington Wizards.
That was shocking, Joe. That was wild.
Not
There we go. Robert McCormick was on Pine Bluff.
Yeah.
Let's go, Robert McCormick. You sharp motherfucker. Good job.
He didn't tell me that in the chat this morning.
I was waiting for the invite. I didn't know.
I bet the under. I think Pine Bluff, they might have the worst defense in the country going into the game, but they got it done. They only held them to 68 points.
Gonna be sweating out this Carolina Winnipeg first period under. It's still 0-0. It says here. So
Carolina got a goal, but it got called back.
Oh, okay. I was nervous. That's why I was like, up right here.
You know what that means?
Wow.
That means it's definitely going under. That's just kicking the nuts.
Is that a Junda? It's a Junda?
I see that too much. Mike knows what I'm talking about. You take that goal off, and it's like you're fucked.
Stop it.
It's like that's Joe's alter ego is Junda.
That's right.
Definitely a good nickname, Junder.
And whenever Junda's around, Joe's screen has to be like flipped upside down. It's like
what's the Superman thing? Bizarro World, right? Is that the Superman?
Yeah, Bizarro. Yeah, Bizarro Superman.
That's the Bizarro Joe is.
The Wario.
Yeah, Wario.
Yeah.
Shout out Joe T in the house. Jover.
Yeah, good to see you, Joe.
Yeah, I would have been on a little earlier, but the oldest had to practice her clarinet. I didn't think you wanted to hear that, so
No,
I don't know. I think the chat may prefer the young lady's clarinet to us.
The mute mic, exactly.
Halftime line: Cleveland -3, -115, total 114.5. Maybe juiced to the under. Second half line, live line: Boston 6.5, 212.5 here. So pace picked up a little bit there, but got to think. Hopefully, we have a good second half here. I don't know.
I'll tell you what. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I was talking over somebody.
Go ahead.
I am going to take. I'm not going to go crazy here, but I'm going to take a live bet on the Wild at Bruins to go to overtime here.
I like it. I was just looking at an overtime bet.
Yep.
I like
We were just talking about, most dangerous lead going into that third period, that 2-goal lead. I kind of like the Wild here to begin with. I did take a little bit on them pre-flop.
I'll shout out my chat on that one today. No disrespect to Sub, but the chat was on a consensus play this morning on the Bruins. And you know what I did? I ended up tailing them as a premium. So no problem. Wild could come back. They're obviously like I said, the best road team in the league. It feels like at this point, 2-0 there, as you guys know.
Take a little
you're talking overtime. Here's an overtime spot that I gave to the boys earlier today. The Ottawa-Tampa game going to overtime. It's part of the fade list, and it was plus 330. I don't know that you can get on it now at plus 135, but maybe you look at. I can see if there's an opportunity to take. I can't give that out at plus 135. We got it at plus 330 earlier, but I'm going to see if there's a way to get maybe Ottawa to win in overtime. Let me look and see what I can find there.
Oh, I just tailed you.
Yeah, I mean, maybe one team scores real quick. You slap that overtime right away.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to look for. Maybe, you know what? Under 1.5 in the third period, because here's what we have. We have two teams tied at 2, Jeff. Let's test this theory here live on screen here. Under 1.5 in the third period is plus 145. I'm going to take that.
Interesting, yeah.
Even if they do score late in the game and they fuck things up, at least we're still getting the plus 145.
Well, you don't have to bet the other one, but just for testing purposes, if you wanted to start tracking, we do have Florida and the Caps headed to the third period, and it's also 2-2. So we could just start tracking from this period on. Do we see both go under? That would be interesting.
Wow. Unfortunately, what I need is that Florida game to go over.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. 6.5, though. I mean, what if we look at this live line for? Let me see what we can get for alternate game lines here for this Florida spot on the total. 5.5 is minus 200. Yeah.
Man, I got to survive 31 seconds, guys, because there was a goal. The Jets score a goal. So there's 31 seconds left in the first period. I need no goals in 31 seconds, though.
All right, we got you. Let's go. Tick, 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 tick.
No, I'm nervous. I have a decent amount of money on this.
Pop you right here, boys. Shout out to Nasty Nate. He cashes his first half Celtics. He cashes his Celtics second quarter. We'll give him a video for that. I like to envision Nasty Nate as Kenny Powers.
I love that video.
Thank you guys all for hanging out with us tonight. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done so already. This is ideal, man. We got a bunch of guys hanging out. It's a sports lounge. We got the boys talking bets, talking plays, talking future bets. This is great, man. I appreciate you guys on screen hanging out with us. Dan, Keith, Ramon, Sub, Joe, Jeff. Although Jeff's got a great logo out there right now.
That's it.
Shout out to Blake M. Says, I have multiple books that shut me off live betting. Glad y'all can get that money. Blake, we got to find another book for you, my friend.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, looks like I survived that 31 seconds. So cash the first period under 1.5 minus 105 in this.
Great job.
Spot. Thank you so much. Let's
Great.
go.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
I love that video. Thank you, Mike.
Great job, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got the turns to back it up too. That's excellent. Great work.
shot for that one. Let's
You be
go.
rolling.
I'm taking a
Let's go.
shot.
Let's
This
go.
whiskey's not going to drink itself, right? let's go.
No, I'll take a shot with you. I'll take a shot with that. I did tell you on that one. So
Thank
that's
you.
Mikey Money Tail and each every strike.
Wow, that's good stuff right there, Mike. Thanks so much.
I thought you had great numbers. I thought you had a great case to back it up. Cheers, brother. Cheers.
Yeah, man. Cheers to you and everybody here on screen and in the chat. Let's go. That was a gulp and a half.
Well, Kentucky did narrow it down to 12 points, Mike, but that might be as close as they get. Mississippi made the timeout. It's down to 14 with 4 minutes left. This one, another one here. This one's got a conference tournament feel right now with St. John's leading 62-59. I think our under is good unless
Let's
it's
go.
overtime.
Let's
Maybe.
go, Ramon.
Right now, and St. John's leads by 4 here, 63-59. That's going to be about 15 points under probably by the time this one's over. Like I said, could go OT, but Marquette, they took the lead just briefly a few minutes ago, but St. John's has reassumed the lead, and they lead by 5 with 2 minutes to play.
Well, let me take this opportunity to say that was a premium play for the silver and gold members. However, I did give the sneak peek on pre-gaming, and here's the deal. We gave out you guys gave out almost 195, almost 200 memberships last month alone. We ask you guys, you keep asking more plays. You want more plays, more plays, more plays. Get out there, get the silver and gold memberships. Small upgrade. You already got given a bronze membership. And we'll give you guys those plays. That's where we're putting them out there. You guys keep asking. We'll keep delivering. We appreciate you guys that do support us. We are viewer supported. And this community is just continuing to grow. So we appreciate you guys. Take the time. If you haven't done so, click that money sign. You'll see it down there. If you were a bronze member already, they'll prorate you. Go out there, get that silver or gold membership level. We appreciate you guys that do just that. And a bunch of you guys have already done just that. So continue it rolling. Let's go. Barry says sports money is money. We appreciate you, Barry. You know that.
I have that on a hoodie.
Where's your hoodie, Ramon? Is it not cold down there?
It is. Apparently, it is unseasonably warm here right now. Not terribly warm, but might be 70 today.
I'll tell you what we're gonna do, you guys. We're gonna do a sports money squares. Silver and gold members will get the opportunity. We're gonna give away some merch. A hoodie will be in there. We'll give away some tees. We'll give away some polos. We got some coffee, all the big stuff. We'll give away some memberships as well. So silver and gold members, more incentive for you guys to upgrade if you haven't done so already. We appreciate you guys rocking with us, and we want to support those that support us. So thank you guys for being here tonight. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Best way you can support us. Get out there and hit the fucking thumbs up on the morning steam. Even if you missed the morning steam, get back in there and hit the thumbs up button. How about that? And then come back and hit pre-game and thumbs up.
Exactly. Yeah, I always like to do it early, so I just want to get that done. So yeah, it's just free, the thumbs up button below this stream. So appreciate the support, everybody.
Final.
This is fantastic, though. This is what we need some sports money hats. All right, we'll put one of those in the Super Bowl squares, Fernando. You, my guy. This is what I always envision, man. We got a bunch of guys hanging out, sharp cappers in their own right. We all come together, hockey guys, basketball guys, football guys, soccer guys, and we just get to sit around having some drinks, talking about plays that we're going to make here. This is fantastic. I appreciate you guys on screen. Dan, Jeff, Ramon, Keith, Sub, Joe. This is fantastic. Let's keep it rolling, boys. Where else are you going to find this conglomerate?
All right, where else would
Third
you rather?
periods to look forward to as well. So that'll be well, we got a lot of hockey to look forward to, but some third period, witching hour coming up here. So
I couldn't believe that, Sub. It was actually 4 games in the NHL in the 10 o'clock window. I don't think I've ever seen that ever. It's 4 games.
See,
a lot of West Coast games, yeah.
That's one of the reasons that I rolled away from that Grand Salami with the home versus or the home versus road, because now we've got so many West Coast teams that you've got 3 or 4 games going between 10 and 10:30. It kind of back 5-6 years ago there was 1 or 2 teams maybe that butt that window, and you could really capitalize on it. But we can still use it as a litmus test. We can still use it as a weather vane. Shout out to Blake M. Says, y'all do great. Enjoy watching. Keep the money making going. Appreciate you, man. Thanks, Blake M, for rocking with us. Make sure you get out there and hit the like button. Fernando wants some sports money hats. Okay. Rick James.
That's a good idea.
Sorry, Sub. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just concurring. That's a great idea. Yeah, it's a great idea.
I love it. I love what we got going here, man. This community is
Hardy.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Hey, we got our MMA guy. Our MMA guy pops off February 21st. Get ready. We're going to have some B-roll. We're going to look at some training footage. That's coming down the pike as well. I can't wait, man. We got Ramon. I feel like we always got shit coming down the pike, but man, it's so exciting. There's so much work to do.
I didn't know that. That's great. It's great to hear that news of the fight's going to be later on in February. So that's great. I'm going to be definitely following along for sure.
I only am going to come on these shows if I continue to be the center square.
You should be. You should be. You've earned it.
Here you go. Look at this.
I'm the Paul Lind of.
Ramon, did you play Porzingis? Because he just drained a 3.
Look at Porzingis out here. Yeah, we're underway. Good call there, Keith.
Yeah, he just drained one
here. Boston up by 12 right now. Tatum didn't make that 3 though. Did it hit the rim or?
It looked like me shooting that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I did sprinkle some Porzingis 3s, but I still need 2 more.
What was it? 2.5? Yeah, I thought it was 2.5. Yeah, it was plus money too. The only reason I shied away is because FanDuel had this line, and Mike always told me it's tough when FanDuel has the best line. I don't really like that.
Well, Fanatics has turned into my best line peppered here. Fanatics has been the squad that. Now I know Sub says Fanatics he dominates, but that's soccer and UFC, which certainly they do a great job with here. But for me, the main line when Fanatics is involved.
Doesn't Fanatics reward you with gear? Some if you have a high volume betting, do they send you like some jerseys and stuff?
Yeah, I have a bunch of those points. I have whatever they call them, the shot points or whatever. I'll have to redeem those one of these days.
Maybe it's
it's funny, speaking of Fanatics, FanDuel usually screws me over. I took a kind of a lot of degenerate soccer action today, a lot of player props, and FanDuel it just happened was the book that paid me out. I was a winner on FanDuel today. Fanatics crushed me. But I think that was kind of a coincidence, just a lot of woodwork and just missing by inches and what have you.
Well, we do have the 9 o'clock hour coming up, boys, here. We've got Nevada Air Force. We've got Oklahoma Auburn. That's a big game. USC Northwestern. We talked about that player getting knocked out of there. Georgia Tech. Clemson laying 11.5. The line's moving against them. St. Bonaventure Loyola. We've got, what else do we have here? Indiana, Wisconsin. Baylor, Texas Tech. Any thoughts from you boys here on any of those college games? The floor is open. Let's start with Ramon Scott. I was a shithead. I missed him the last time around.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go back to the road here. Feels like Mike in the Mountain West, and lay the points with Nevada at Air Force. Air Force, they actually do give up more points than you might expect here. And the steam came in on Nevada. It has taken the lineup a little high, so it's not going to be a big bet, but I'm going to take it here right now on the shows. We get just a couple of minutes from tip-off, and I'm going to lay 10 points. Man, I'm just laying all these. I'm laying 9.5. I'm laying 10 like it's nobody's business. I guess it's a recipe for disaster, but I got to go with what I go with here. I'm going Nevada -10 here over Air Force right now. About to tip off there. And also shout out Keith to that Drake game is over. He said he had the under. The final score was 55-45. So I think it went under.
Thank you so much, Ramon. I appreciate you the shout out there. Yeah, I didn't cap these late night games. I mean, I'm going to look at some live spots, but yeah, I mean, I had under 123.5, -110. So another casher from rolling hot 4 in a row.
Woo! Woo! Ow! Love that money.
You'd have won if it was under 103 points. He would have won.
Yeah, these teams they faced the last time Drake lost. These teams faced. But I actually liked Drake originally. That probably would have been the spot too, but I love the under because Drake actually has the slowest tempo in the whole nation. Did you see that on the stats wise? They're slowest.
For sure. I actually thought they would rout him by more than this. I
thought it was going to be slow, and it kind of was.
Covered the spread there. So also final in here, Mike, we do win. We cash on our agreed play here with St. John's, extending their winning streak to 9 games. With the win here over Marquette, and St. John's continues to roll 70-64. I want to think it. I'm waiting for it to put on the screen here, but they won and covered. I know that in and under for you and I.
It's a fan favorite. Let's go, Ramon.
Love that one.
Go.
There it is. St. John's now 11-1 in conference play there with that win. So,
gonna have a drink for the cashier. Cheers.
I'll take one with you. Hang on.
Ooh, I might have to take another one then. There you go.
Mike, didn't you have a play in the Philly game?
Yeah, I'm all over Philly. Let's go. Fucking team's gotten shut out 3 times in a row. They're playing Utah at home. The second worst home team in the NHL. No, maybe that's not good. That's fact.
I like Philly too. I like the over in that one too. Yeah.
We're getting plus money here, and we got the roadies out there, boys. Keep in mind the roadies have been dominating. Listen, this is why we're talking about this here. The roadies have been dominating. Goddamn well these road teams or the home teams have been dominating. These roadies are coming in. Let's get these roadies. Let's get Philly. I also think Detroit's going to win. Sub, go put your fucking Detroit gear on. Final. Let's go.
Yeah, I like Detroit tonight too.
I'm in Detroit as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I can see this one as actually a going to overtime or a draw. I like the draw in this one.
We gotta go. Washington scores 2 minutes and 49 or 2 minutes and 19 seconds into the third period. Let's go. Let's go.
How you do it?
Oh yeah.
I got a thing for that Kraken game.
What you got? Let's hear it.
So since the Kraken has come into the league back in 2021, right? 7 straight overs head to head. Well, over 5.5, I should say. 7 straight overs.
7 straight overs.
Well,
Okay.
I guess every game has been an over head to head, I guess, if that's how you.
Okay, they've only played 7 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, cracking a new franchise there, obviously. That's I guess they've never gone under when these two teams have met. Can't say that about every sports series out there, but here you got one.
Well, maybe. I mean, I'm just looking at the 5.5 number. They've gone over the 5.5 number.
Point. No, fair point. No, fair point. But
there was a couple sixes in there, but
understood. But we are dealing with a 5.5 here tonight, certainly. Yep.
I'm going to roll a little parlay together as well here. I'm going to roll it up and smoke it, and then I'm going to smoke it in a second. 21-1. I'm going to take the Sharks, the Flyers, the Red Wings, and the under 5.5 in that Dallas-Anaheim game. There it is. It seems like it should be more than just a little pizza money bet, doesn't it? Let's go. Plus 2,100. Plus 21-1. Sharks, Flyers, Red Wings, under 5.5 in the Dallas-Anaheim game. Yeah, that's where I put my money. I got my money on the Red Wings. I got my money on the Flyers.
Purdue rocked Indiana 90-81, covering that road number. For most, it was maybe as high as 8.5, but it went down all the way to 6.5. Purdue. Iowa just can't stop anybody.
Shout out to Keith upgrading his membership, every stride, a YouTube member. You got the upgrade out there. Cheers, Keith, brother. Cheers to you.
Oh man, thank you guys for growing this community. That's awesome, man. I mean, just upgrading, and thank you for walking me through it too. But also by the chance of just building friends in the community and handicappers, right? And we want to win and give everybody's different expertise. I love it. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Oh man, this is fantastic. I love you guys. Thank you guys on screen for coming, hanging out with us, getting this money.
Final.
We got the under 1.5 at plus 145 in the Ottawa-Tampa game. They're just getting going. Let's see what happens. That's probably an overtime spot, but we'll see.
That's strange to see that I became a YouTube member, but then it says I upgraded on the other screen. So
yeah.
I was like, I swear I was a member. That's it.
We appreciate all you guys taking the time to upgrade your memberships. We are listener supported. We've got a ton of things for our silver and gold members. Most importantly, when we're not on screen and there's plays going off out there, get out there. We're going to give them out to the silver and gold members. We appreciate and love all of you guys. A ton of people got 194 bronze memberships gifted last month.
Final.
$5. Upgrade to the silver spot. You're going to get that and then some. We already cashed last night. What was it? 5 units? 5 units for the silver and gold just yesterday alone. We're going to continue to give you guys all those plays, continue to give you guys all kinds of free plays, but we're just trying to give you guys what you want. You want more plays? This is the way to get them. Silver and gold memberships.
Final.
Tampa scores. It's 3-2 Tampa. Yikes.
Let's see what happened here.
What are you on in that game, Mike?
Precious.
I took the under 1.5 in the third period. I was looking for the draw predominantly. The fade report was on Tampa in regulation, so a fade report. I developed a fade report. I'll still share it with you boys.
I was getting ready for a show one time and I was watching the morning steam, and then it said before he signed up, it said critical notice, and it kind of like jacked me up for some reason. I was like, all right, that's pretty cool hearing that. It must be like some kind of crazy game, so I'm going to handicap my ass off. That's it.
Edmonton scores. Edmonton are up.
A critical note, we just had one a few minutes ago. It's this type of information. It's something we probably already knew, but for example, reported Darren Fox is going to be able to make the appearance for his first start tomorrow there with the Spurs. So just things like that. But sometimes it also could come across with the trade sometimes.
That's right. You broke it. Yeah.
Sub with the abandoned match in soccer.
Right. Yeah. I do enjoy the I was going to call them sound effects. I guess the notifications, the little bells as they come up, and it's a nice part of the show.
Crazy apparently, but trying to make it more than just, especially last couple. I feel fine, but I had to be because of that schedule, Mike, losing my voice there for a little bit, but doing the massive amount of appearances or whatever I was doing, but also the crazy schedule we had there on the weekend.
Final.
But back to normal a little bit here this week with the UFC.
Ramon.
I will attribute it to that. I thought, you're out of rotation. You got up a little bit earlier than you had to, a lot earlier than you had to. And there we go. We got another Washington Capitals goal. We'll see if they're going to fight this thing out and decide if it is a goal or not. But it does look like a Capitals goal. It looks like they're going to go up 4-2. It looks like we're going to cash the over in this Capitals Florida Panthers game. Let's see, 13:50 left in the third period. They're fighting behind the net. They're not really fighting. They're just kind of scrapping, and there's a ref in between, predominantly the guys that have no helmet.
Washington here really proving themselves in a game like this. Should they hang on?
Let's see if the goal's official. I know there's VAR in soccer. There really isn't much VAR in hockey.
It's funny you say that, Ramon. I think Washington's only lost like 4 or 5 games at home this year. And I felt like they had a bit of a slow start.
I learned today Ramon likes to cap his games based on how they're profitable at home versus how they're profitable on the road.
Yeah, I look at it, it's almost like two different teams, really.
Yeah.
That's definitely a goal. That's definitely a goal for the Capitals. That's going to put us over 5.5.
Yes! Oh my God.
I don't know.
Oh my God, I did.
ESPN took it down.
Fuck ESPN.
Oh, man.
Screw ESPN. Now one of my TVs here, and I'm turning this off, but the TGL golf has come on, and I'm not about that.
Yeah, I was just looking at that, Ramon, and I'm trying to get this other. I'm looking for the Flyers game. I don't think I'm going to get it over here. Let's see.
I think it's on ESPN.
Maybe Keith was going to unload on Boston Common there. Hey,
Here it is.
I did put in the chat there yesterday, we caught that one. I had a play on the bean pot with number 1 Boston College, and they rolled to I said, take them on the puck line, and they rolled to a 9-2 victory in the bean pot semifinal there yesterday. Shout out.
I missed it.
I'm seeing a 4th Capitals goal.
Bet on the bean
Is
pot.
anybody else seeing that? I'm seeing a 4th. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
it
it
looks
on
like
the
they count it.
yet. I've seen it on the books.
It's definitely 4-2.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And Stop Geo Engineering is getting a casher as well. He says, cash that where at 13.5 points over prop. He wants some cowbell. We'll give him some cowbell. You cash it, you earned it, my friend. Let's find it, and we will give it to you. Might take me a second. Might take Jeff.
Blue Oyster Cult.
I will say the Blue Oyster Cult, I've gone on a show during the week on another channel, and they do play the same song for one of their celebratory, but I'm all about it. I'm Blue Oyster Cult fan.
They're from Poughkeepsie, New York, which is kind of close to me, so not bad. And then
The Big Scots is still the best.
Yeah,
We should have a bracket set up for the celebration songs and some elimination factors here. Maybe we'll have to look at that and see if we can.
you got to add some entourage scenes for sure. I got a couple of really good ones for you.
Yeah, we gotta.
Entourage is an underrated, very good show.
Think of
The
Gerardo's.
Flyers got on the board early, and the Jets just popped up 2-0.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Big Scott says, even though Kung Fu Fighting is up there too. Big Scott, I played the other Kung Fu Fighting so much we got docked for it.
It's probably like a 2 or 3 seed or something like that. Yeah, it's like a Duke or something.
Oh, there's a Florida Panthers goal. 4-3 Panthers. Kachuk nails it from the lower slot. Makes it happen. 4-3. Let's go.
Jesus.
Wow, we're crushing it tonight.
Goals and goals and goals, boys. Let's go.
Well, we talked about that 2-goal lead. They just cut it to 1. Is that a possible draw spot? Are we going to see 9 or more goals in this one?
I don't know.
Oh man, Flyers! I love the over in this one, and hopefully Mike gets the Flyers too. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm on the Flyers as well, so that's a good start there.
Like plus 126 or something. Wild.
That's a great start for the crew on the Jets. I mean, I almost hate to celebrate too soon, but
Oh man, do you know
2-0 is a great
Jared
start.
Allen's got 16 rebounds too? Holy
God,
shit.
yeah, like we
Alternate.
were saying before, that should have been a ladder spot, Keith. You nailed that.
That was an unbelievable lead.
I'm moving in there with Garland on that 20.5, but Boston, Big Al made a 3 there. Still a 9-point lead here. Garland a turnaround miss, and KP with the rebound. 9-point lead, 3 minutes to go here in the third. Gophers with an upset tonight, win on the road at Penn State, 69-61.
Wow.
Man,
that's
there are a lot of
embarrassing.
Penn State backers on that one. Ooh.
So we
I'll
only
tell you what,
And we have a Boston penalty. We've got Minnesota Wilds on the power play.
Sub,
Florida, Vandy got the money, actually.
who did you take live going into the third?
I took Wild Bruins live draw.
Nice.
I had Wild pre-flop, but at plus 650, I wanted to take a little stab there. If we can get one here going off the power play, I feel pretty good about that draw right now.
Man, you guys have been firing. Shout out to the chat. Our guy Stop Geoengineering gets the wear over 13.5. Let's go, you guys. Let's keep it rolling.
hell
Let's
yeah,
go.
guys.
Blue Jackets go as well.
Final.
Oh
Mm.
man.
Just so that.
Mr. Softy,
Oh, wow.
Razor Soft Picks is always welcome to join us. He's got the link.
What's up, Razor?
Yeah, I do have some Sabres
happened
in
there,
the D10 parlay. Jeff, does that give you any pause? Is this a possible letdown for the Sabres? Should we be looking overtime? What do you
No,
think?
if it was anyone other than Columbus, I would say it'd be a possible letdown for the Sabres. But I'm surprised.
I'll tell you what, I think I'm gonna go in on this opportunity for the draw, the overtime spot, because Mr. Fade is all over Columbus under 2.5 team total goals.
Oh, I forgot about that. You let me know about that
Yeah,
too.
I tell you boys about the Fade
Yeah.
report.
Well,
It's like Red X report. Yeah.
Yeah, it's close. It's the Red X of the NHL.
We've all been on Red X Island. It's not a great place.
No, you don't want to be out there.
no, it's not great.
It's not great. It wasn't great last year. It's not great the year before. That's how we roll, boys. Plus 1.5 for Columbus at minus 120. Plus 500. Ooh. I can't get an overtime play. Yep. We're suspended. Let's see what happens.
I'm watching a replay of that fight after the goal that you were talking about. I didn't see it, so
Yeah, it wasn't much of a fight. It was more bunch of scrum guys trying to show they're still fighting.
yeah, they're just holding up the glass, basically.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, that's a great way to put it, Ramon.
Yeah.
Man. And we got this Cavaliers Celtics game. Celtics are up 80-70 with 1:45 to go in the third quarter. And there's a big drainer from the Celtics for a 83-70, 1:40 to go. Let's see what happens. Hey, man, we got a good game there on that side. Despite the 13-point lead, the Celtics aren't rolling over. They go up for a 3. They miss it. and the Celtics catch the rebound. Let's go.
Yeah, it did seem like I said, the Cavs had made the push, but then the Celtics quickly went on a run. So that's how they've kind of reestablished the lead here. We're going to come down to the fourth quarter here, and Celtics will be comfortably ahead. But
Yeah, I think I'm in the clear with this under, but it's about 217.5 right now. So I'm feeling good with a 239.
Oh, man. Toronto scores a goal. Is this the first period? It is the first period.
Oh,
Big report running strong, boys. Let's go. We need one more Columbus goal for this fucking fade report to be on fire.
this is a great hockey schedule right here. 14 games, amazing.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell this fucking fade report. It's going to be $50 a day. It's so money. God damn, let's go.
Let's roll a video. Yeah, I'm looking at this Flyers game. I mean, it's amazing. ESPN Plus got all these games right here, so still a lot of time left. 1-0 Philadelphia. 13:50 left.
that was Tavares with the goal there for Toronto.
Oh, looks like Cleveland Cavaliers are going to make this a game. They're only down by 10 points now in the third quarter, into the third quarter.
Donovan Mitchell approaching his points there. Did I tail Ramon there? Was that yours? I tailed somebody.
I was on. I'm on White and Garland.
Well, I owe somebody to thank you for Mitchell pretty soon here because he's likely going to go over.
I ended up on Ober with Brown's assist, and what else was? Oh, Tatum PRA and the KP threes was what I ended up with. I haven't checked them all yet, but
yeah, I was thinking about going with Tatum and Mitchell parlay over their points, but I just couldn't get there. I mean, I think that it's going to be a couple other role players. I think it's on its way, but it's close. But the whole under looks great for me.
yeah, the Cavs are going to play for a final shot here with 10 seconds to go, and Pritchard got called for a foul 30 feet from the basket. There was still 11 seconds to go.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. He said, "You got to be kidding me, Pritchard."
We're making some money tonight, Jerry. What up, truth teller? Thanks for joining.
The Penguins tie it 2-2.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm just seeing that. I did not have eyes on that game, but
I'm not watching it. I just saw it pop across the screen there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when I turn a hockey game on, when I need the over, it never happens. But it's Flyers 1-0 here with 12 minutes left in the first period.
Let's go, Flyers!
Exactly. I know Mike's on those Flyers. I mean, they haven't even scored a goal in 3 games, so let's go.
You knew they weren't going to knock you. Come on.
I mean, give me a
If there's ever a spot where a team is due, that's them right here, right now. We need Columbus to get one more goal, one more Blue Jackets goal, and if anybody can let it up, it's Buffalo. Jeff, what do you think about that?
I if it was any other team other than Columbus, I was telling Sub, I would be on it with you.
Shout out to Truth Teller, says he's chilling, waiting for the Chiefs. Truth Teller, you better get your ass on them Eagles. You're going to be sorry. All right, I gave a trend out at the start of the show. I'll give it out again. A team that has the bye in the first week of the playoffs that plays a team that doesn't have one. In the Super Bowl, they are 0-10. 0-10. Momentum carries. They are only 1-9 straight up. The only team to get that win were the Pittsburgh Steelers against Kurt Warner and the Arizona Cardinals. There you go. Shout out to my man, the godfather of the SDQL.
I was going with the trend that the team that has won the last 2 Super Bowls is playing in this game.
Right. Yeah.
Ramon, I heard you talk the other day about the Pat Riley effect there. With the we talked about that on a stream a couple nights ago.
Maybe Coach Riley should have a little hedge bet on the Eagle.
Yeah, he should. He's gonna pick up $1 million if they get that number. Let's go.
What's do we know what Mattress Mac's betting on? So he put like $1 million.
Oh man, you guys are gonna have to tune in Friday for the.
I would imagine that it will be the Chiefs. I mean, come on. The Kansas City Chiefs were originally, of course, the Dallas Texans.
Hey, he's a smart guy. He hedges his bets with his furniture stores. He's a genius, that guy.
I'll tell you
It's
what,
like-
he gets the
You know what he
insurance
does?
against those. He gets the insurance against those options, so he wins either way. If they lose,
Yeah,
and
he's
he
like-
gives away mattresses. Yep.
He's like, come and buy all this furniture. If the team I bet on wins, you get your furniture for free. If it loses,
Yep.
you have to pay. It's like perfect. It's amazing marketing.
I used to be a part of a board of a nonprofit that in our golf tournaments we were trying to give away, cars and things like that, and the insurance that goes against that is unbelievable. Like, it's not quite 1-to-1, but nonetheless, it was cost prohibitive because you can't go out there and the money you're going to make for a charity golf tournament, you can't drop all that on the insurance in case you're going to give away a fucking car, right? Like it wasn't 1-to-1. It was unbelievable numbers. So this guy with his publicity on Mattress Mac and getting his ability to say if you get a free mattress if he wins his bet there with whether it be Kansas City or Philadelphia, he's insured on the back end of that when he's paying that money. So he's winning either way. You don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he's betting the Kentucky Derby too. I mean, he's always betting the favorite. He bets like $3 million on the favorite, and it doesn't matter if he loses. He don't it. So he's a class guy. I know he's going through some health issues, but yeah, he's back.
Yeah. He bet on himself, Keith. He had open heart surgery, so I think he's
Yeah.
I think he's
been on the Brad Cox horse.
in with house money here.
Exactly. Couple of horses he bet on. I remember. Yep. $3 million to win. So he tried to move the pool a little bit too.
I'm gonna say we'll see. I'm gonna say he's on the
Oh,
Chiefs.
Essential Quality. That's the horse. Yeah.
I'm
Essential.
going to bet he's on the Chiefs as well, Ramon.
Yeah.
Usually it's whatever's regional, whatever's
Yeah.
close to home. That's the ones he's usually been.
That way he can get the most pop, right? The most money. He's not going to be
chain
on
is all over. What is it saying? Win more? No, what? I'm trying to think. He has a saying that kind of not bet more to win more because he's not promoting gambling, but it's something like save more. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right, Ramon. It is something like that. I've heard him say that.
shithead to be a shithead, scamming everybody in the fucking public.
Sorry if I missed it, guys.
Yeah, because remember, Mike, he went to Philadelphia for the Astros. Philly.
I remember that. Yeah, and I remember the fan. Yeah, I remember
with the fans. But you know what Mattress Max said about that? He said, I thought I was doing what you're supposed to do with Philly fans. I thought that's what you're supposed to, is getting a little argument with them and cussing them a little bit. He says that was part of the experience of going to a game in Philly.
They scared me. They liked me for some reason, even though I was all in Met gear. Exactly.
Yeah, I think deep down everyone likes this guy pretty much. We do. We do. He's a sports bettor. We like him.
That's what the guy said. Yep.
Oh, what happened? They call the Toronto goal back, and Calgary actually scores one. Yikes!
Ooh, okay.
They just put it on the other team, or
I need another goal in this first period. This is a slow first period in this Flyers Utah Hockey Club game.
Well, neither team are scoring much.
1-0. Yeah, we need another goal here, quick.
The Utah Mammoth.
Kind of like Utah's uniforms. Pretty cool colors. I'm looking at.
Here we go. Nasty Nate says Bruins live money lines looking real nice.
Had that goal there.
Bruins Celtics. Bruins
Celtics. It's alive, boys. It's alive.
That's it. Oh, look at this guy.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's in the house.
You got to get involved. You got to get involved. This is a Detroit Red Wings spot for sure.
One of my favorite, when the Red Wings had that rivalry with the Avalanche.
Oh, dude, yeah.
They would fight before the start of the game. So they'd drop the gloves right when they dropped the puck.
Oh, it was great, man. Those are sometimes I think back. I think those are some of the fondest memories that I have with my mother. My mother's a big Red Wings fan. So is her dad. And yeah, man, we
your
watched
mom's a
that
closeted Flyers fan.
Real intensely.
Did you know your mom's a closeted Flyers fan?
Flyers
I wasn't supposed to say that to you.
Oh yeah,
It's crazy.
Get in the mood, boys. Get in the mood.
Yeah, it's crazy that the books are actually moved to the spread on the Detroit as minus 270 on these books that means I would look at Detroit though if it's almost a pick 'em like it is. I would always look at Detroit like that if this spreads like that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean they've just been running really well, man.
Detroit, yeah. But it starts in 30 minutes according to my book here. Yep.
Seeing somewhere here, Anthony Davis could be nearing that return, maybe a little sooner than expected here. I don't know if we have a true timetable, but it might be a beat writer. It went by too fast there, but maybe we could see Davis return to the line or make his debut anyway for the Dallas Mavericks here. If not this week, maybe, but because I think we were saying they were going to evaluate him after 1 week. It's certainly getting close to that right now. So maybe there has been some progress there. But with Dave, maybe he feels better all of a sudden, on a new team or something. I don't know what his. I still stand by the fact that he's been more durable than any other season in the past. This year, it's easy to harp on his history, but he's played a lot of games, and everybody most agree abdominal injury, kind of a setback, kind of a deal that you can't play through too much. 12-point lead for the Celtics here. Sixers did beat the Mavericks here, 118-116. The Mavs are going to get the money. The new fangled Mavs here get that
away from that game. I'm glad I did. Wow.
Yeah, that's an over tonight for sure there, but just know Dallas did get the money. I don't know what that means. I mean, Philadelphia is not impressing anybody, neither I guess neither is Dallas right now, but the Sixers were able to win, but Dallas gets the cover here. They were getting I will say this, some people may have actually laid the 1.5 as low as 1.5 with Philly early on, and then they became a 4.5 point favorite at tip-off. So there will be some winners out there on Philly and some on Dallas. And final now, there it is. Sabres 3-2 over the Jackets, guys.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, Boston's opening up by 15 now.
Did you get that plus 1.5, Mike?
Yeah. I lost money though. I played it like 5 ways.
Oh.
What do we got? Ashley out there? We need an Ashley introduction?
No, right?
No. Low key.
I heard you bitches was looking for me. Bitch, here I go.
It's like Jim when he hears the kung fu fighting. Puts him in the fetal position.
I heard you bitches was looking for me. Bitch, here I go.
Come on.
The question here becomes the Devils Penguins. I think you got to take a live bet on the Devils.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me evaluate. The Capitals score again, 5-3.
I'm on the Pens. What's the line like now? Probably a pick 'em. Yeah, around there.
120, 110.
Full wins. I mean, man, feels like OT here, but what do we got? 3 minutes to go here right now.
We've got a second Mobley assist. I believe that was you, Mike?
Yeah, let's go.
You, I tailed, yeah.
Hey, let's go. I heard the name.
Let's
Yeah,
go,
we're never here for the. Now we're never here for Cleveland. They can't seem to get it within single digits. So Boston, I think, stop play here, but it's not a lot of momentum at this point. They're not out. I mean, they're not out of it, but 10-point, 11-point lead here. Commercial timeout here, I believe, for Boston.
Yeah, 11 points for Ramon. I mean, I think at this point, this is do or die for Cleveland. I think it's one last run or they're done for sure. I think it's...
That's a Nuke worker. My guy Nukey in the house. Nuke, I love you, man. You're a real one, dude. I'll tell you what, boys.
Nuke.
Got picked up from the airport in Texas, and there was Nuke, my guy.
Oh, okay. He's waiting for you.
Shout out to Nuke worker. Says Johnny's were money. Yeah, we had the under. Let's go. Premium under, boys.
Love that.
What did they take that Calgary goal away too? 0-0?
Final.
Let's see.
Is it?
What is the score?
Is it a bar?
I need a TV adjustment here.
Yeah, I need the Flyers or Utah to score here. Come on.
Yeah, Pens Devils is heading to overtime. Looks like the Lightning is going to win this one. They've got a 2-goal margin with little time left.
Yeah.
Well, they did get the empty netter. Fuck you.
Yeah.
For
A lot of us on the
Is
Sens
that
there.
for Ramon?
We got to fight. We got to fight in the Flyers.
Oh, I see it right here. This is like NHL right here. Yeah.
They're going to bang on helmets, which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Pull his fucking helmet off, scumbag. There he goes. Helmet off. Here we go. He's got him off the distance. He's throwing the right jab. They're battling with the left hand. The right jab. Connects.
Yes.
Bang, bang,
Oh,
bang, bang. Down
That's a good fight.
Dominate the fight. They're up 1-0.
Oh, they're both up.
Extraordinary beast. You look like a mammoth.
That
You
blood
Utah son of a bitch. Let's go, Flyers.
Oh man, they were
What a
both pumped up.
scumbag.
The That's it. That's what we need, Mike, to get this over. Let's go.
Mike doesn't get that excited on the UFC streams.
Yeah, the other guy had a little blood on his nose, but that was fun. They were loving that.
Let's go, Flyers. They're going to dominate this game. If you haven't bet them already, go dump the truck on the Flyers on this game. Let's go. Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do.
Minus 180.
Yeah, we do have a Bruins empty netter. That's going to put that game to an end.
Honor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 3-0. And it is officially done.
Man, Utah's got 11 shots on goal versus Philly's 6, and Philly's up 1-0 though.
No one. They just won that
I
fight.
think outside of that game going to overtime, I don't think I don't think we're going to see any late action at this games that started at the 7:00 hour.
One note, I do have one note though on your game, on your personal game sub. Seattle's defenseman Riker Evans will be a late scratch here. The defenseman has an upper body injury and he is out tonight. That one just coming across within the last 5 minutes or so.
Wow.
I like hearing that. Yeah.
Hey, Sub, you know that Jarrett Allen's got 17 rebounds now? Holy crap.
Jesus, dude. God, man.
Obi put in there late there. Obi's on the board there.
That was really the call of the night from Keith there. I mean, I said it before, but we really should have laddered that thing, man, because
I've got a lot here, actually. Ottawa's come back and put one in here. There's still time left, 4-3.
Oh, maybe I spoke too soon with those early games.
Ottawa regulation would be a fade on the fade report.
Fade report.
Mm.
I'm just sharing with you boys here a parlay I just put out there.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I did jump on Tampa in regulation.
Here's my, what do we got? I got the Devils, the Flyers, the Red Wings, the under 5.5 in the Dallas game, and the Sharks. It's 27-1. There you go. Let's get this parlay. Just $25 on that thing for me.
I'm gonna look to tail this right now.
I'm gonna pick up over $1,000. So let's go.
I was going to say $25 goes a long way at that number. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for
Pick up over a G on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Put a 1 in the chat if you guys want us to keep going past this Celtics game. We talk Celtics Cavs. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys are still hanging out with us and you want to see more action.
Type in, I really wish you'd end the stream in the chat if you want us.
I love it, man. This is what I always envisioned here. We got a sports lounge, boys. The sports lounge is here, and we're talking soccer, we're talking hockey, we're talking basketball.
Sounds like we should have a hookah going.
Pretty soon, Ramon. Pretty soon.
I'll get the hookah going. All right, it looks like it. Kenny Wood, Rick J, Keith, and Rushia. I'll put a 1 in the chat. I got nowhere else to go. We're at it's almost 10 o'clock. Let's go. I got money to play with and action to cash. Joe T, fuck you, Joe T.
Sorry, I didn't. Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, Joe says no go. I love it.
What a scumbag, man. This is great. I appreciate you guys rocking with us here. Not just on screen, but on panel, man. You guys are great. This is what makes it fun. We're betting plays, we're breaking balls. Look at this. Boston Celtics hanging on to this lead with 6:57 to go.
Yeah, the goal line here makes a free throw, 9-point game there, and a old school 3-point play for Allen right now. And boy, he's got some nice numbers, Keith.
Yeah,
wow,
unbelievable. I was thinking about that Ramon for the double for him, and I was like, oh, I'm worried about his 10 points, but I see 17 points, 17 rebounds, so easy double. Amazing performance by Allen. Mike, I think you're muted. Yeah.
I haven't
Doesn't sound any better, Keith.
Yeah, they close out Ottawa there 4-3. It's a final.
Brian Smith just said, who plays the 5 with AD gone? Now they're stopping Zubac on the pick and roll. Anyone? I've actually been looking at Jackson Hayes props for this game. He started only a handful of games this season, but he's in a position where he could cement himself in the lineup. So I expect him to have a game today. But yeah, Jackson Hayes is their guy. I think Vanderbilt, he'll probably get some minutes again once he comes back from his injury. But yeah, they don't have many bigs, Lakers, but they'll probably pick up some free agent. They'll get some vet big. Imagine if they signed Dwight Howard right now. Because like that's the reason why like he left the Lakers because of AD. He wasn't getting any minutes. He was complaining.
Yeah, that's a joke. You're kidding there, right? I mean, we're looking at look, Dan. We've got some room here. If you're the Lakers, right? Why can't we get it?
Who are they going to sign? Who are they going to sign? How much money do they have? They would have no money. Who are they going to sign?
They can't make a deal here still.
Who are they going to deal? Who wants their players? Like they can. I'm sure they want to trade their players, but who wants them? That's the thing.
All right.
Like they've already rigged the system to get what they got. Anyway, like they picked up Finney Smith. Like they picked up some players.
They couldn't find a way to deal for a guy like DeAndre Ayton.
No.
Good this year.
No. I don't think he would fit with them anyway. He's mopey.
Okay, so they need a guy. They couldn't go. They couldn't move up to like a Walker Kessler or.
I love Aiden. Aiden's my guy. That's it.
All those like I don't know what trade like if they do a trade package for someone like that, they're gonna have to get rid of like Austin Reeves. Like,
right.
I think he's a guy that obviously they traded AD, so they're not shy of doing anything. But I don't know how much they would get for Reeves for like a center and some baggage. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna make the move.
I'm just saying Dwight Howard because lately in social media he's been on a heap of podcasts talking shit about Anthony Davis and why he could.
He never could put anything against LeBron. I mean, he's known for bringing in guys past their prime or
it wasn't serious about them signing Dwight Howard, Ramon. You know that, right?
I think he's out of the league, right?
He's been on the Gilbert Arenas podcast talking shit. I think he was on another one recently talking shit about AD.
He always said very fit, though.
The reason why the Lakers got rid of him is that they can't pay Anthony Davis the money they're paying him and have him play better than him. That was what he said, pretty much. He was more effective when he was on the court and the minutes he played. And I hate Dwight Howard. He's a piece of shit. So,
well, look now, guys. Cavaliers are within 4 with 4:48 to go here. This is definitely a game now. It's no longer wait to see if they can come back. They're in this game.
They sure are. And
they were like 21.5 at one point. What a miss we had live betting.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. And Devontae Mitchell, he went well over his points. I can't remember if
I had 20. What I have 24.5. Is he over?
Well, I was gonna say maybe it was you. I couldn't remember if it was somebody on the camera here or if it was somebody in the chat. But I tailed somebody, so maybe it's you. I owe a thank you to Mr. Mikey Money. I appreciate it.
News out of the post game. Philly-Dallas game. Embiid will rest tomorrow. I believe he's been ruled out of tomorrow's game against Miami at home.
Yeah, they showed a stat when they were sitting on the bench. Like he's actually sat more games than he played, like in more like some kind of stretch recently. Crazy. But this under, I mean, I knew it was going to come down to it. I mean, listen, Boston was huge. I still think Boston will win, but I love the under tonight, and I got under 239. Looks beautiful right now. Unless this thing goes to overtime, I like it.
Yeah, a lot of you NBA cappers were on the under, and yeah, great call, all of you.
Well, how about another under? Obviously, this one should come in, but it could go overtime. It's close right now, guys. Brooklyn 88, Houston 87, 3.5 minutes.
I took the under in that one.
In this one, they only got 175 with 3 minutes to go in that one. Also, late Knicks leading at Toronto 112-109, just under.
I got Toronto, you fucking scumbags. Let's go. Let's go from the 6. What
I was worried about that matchup.
Getting into the fourth quarter, Miami's got a 9-point lead on top of Chicago. after 3.
God love this.
I took the under in that one. I think I'm in trouble there too.
Devils and Pens have moved to the shootout.
What was the Toronto spread? 5.5 or something?
I take the Devils in the shootout. Let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can get the Devils.
Okay. I sprinkled on the draw.
The shootout statistics. He knows that the Devils are the superior shootout team, apparently.
Ron, I don't fuck around with this stuff. I can't. That's probably a function of me knowing it. They won't let me fuck. Well,
usually, I will say that the more volatility comes into a game that I don't want to say more sophisticated, but certainly Mike is extremely sophisticated. But a lot of high bettors will kind of try to get off games as the volatility increases.
No,
Mike, not our Mikey.
You can call me stupid. That's fine. But I know that New Jersey has the better shootout guys than Pittsburgh does. You know, Pittsburgh's got Malkin, who we haven't even heard about, and Crosby. And there's, Rust is a guy that can go out there and perform. But look, the Devils have a lot of guys. Jack Hughes is leading these guys, showing them how to score. He's part of the process. I just can't bet it. I can't bet it, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, but tell us about the Devils goalie.
Well, I don't care about that as much. They score 1-1. The goalie can at least figure it out.
Well, can he? We'll see. We're going to watch right now.
Goal in this game. Can't believe 2 shots on goal in this Flyers game. That's it in the first period.
I mean, not that I have a whole lot of, not that I have a whole lot of confidence behind either goalie. And we did get a stop.
Yeah, but it's shootout. Shootout transitions. I mean, Nico Dawes and Nedeljkovic. Nico Dawes ain't some bitch, dude. He's getting his opportunity.
I'm not saying he's a bitch, but
no, he's getting his opportunity though. I mean, he's a minor league guy.
His numbers are pretty bad. We got 2 stops. We got 1-1 both ways, and we got 0-0 both ways.
This is his first game in the NHL this year.
Yeah, but have you seen his numbers in the AHL? Because they're pretty bad.
Look, when you go down to the AHL, you don't give a fuck. You're just out there hot dogging.
Oh, you got another stop for you, Mikey.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're calling them a bitch. So.
I mean, they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad, though, Mikey. You got to admit it. You take a look at them.
I seen a guy get on a minor league bus and rally the fucking troops. So I'm not concerned about his.
Well, Nico's no rookie. I mean, he's has experience. To get in there and be in this team tonight, he's done a pretty good job here. It feels like.
Let me tell you boys about AHL hockey.
Pretty darn well right now.
Minor league hockey. Have you ever seen a fucking guy walk on the bus, a random dude, and roll up and down the aisles, slapping high fives on everybody, saying, "Let's fucking go"? Have you ever seen that?
Right, we saw the guy. What was it, 2 or 3 seasons ago? He was the Zamboni driver, and he ended up suiting up for the other team. Remember, he ended up suiting up for the opponent and beat the home team. Incredible.
This is going to go to a 5th shootout now. We had 1-1, 0-0, 0-0, and 1-1.
Who was that guy? Jeff was there at that game, I think.
Yeah, I was not at that game. I was on that bus, though.
Jeff was the guy on the bus.
Oh, good stop.
Running up and down the aisles. AHL hockey.
In 2020, David Ayers, the former Zamboni driver, was the emergency goalie for the Hurricanes, but he was I believe an employee of, or the usually
they designate a backup goaltender.
Yeah, and then he came in and beat the team that usually keeps him as the emergency. Now, they never play, but he got, that's just something that happens.
We've got a 6th shootout. This shootout might go longer than the Detroit game at this rate, or it might go.
A 5-round shootout, by the way.
Yeah, we're in round 6 right now.
Celtics
got another stop.
In here with
Dawes keeps. I was talking shit about Dawes and how he keeps coming up with these saves.
They won't let me put these boys live. I've tried 10 times.
Yeah, they won't let you bet it this far into the shootout.
I tried when they went to overtime. They still wouldn't let me bet it.
Oh man,
You were yelling fight, Mike. I want you to make a video out of the one thing from your
Another stop. We're going into a
From the
7th
breakdown with the fight?
shootout, gentlemen.
from the intro. Yeah, from the intro of the show. They're fighting. They're fighting.
oh yeah, I love that intro.
That show was one where they had the NHL frenzy, and I was betting on some plays, and they were fighting when I first started the show. That was the NHL frenzy,
Oh.
probably like 3 months ago, maybe. And I like they're fighting.
yeah. It took me a couple of tries to understand what you were saying. They're fighting. They're fighting.
We were live. Well, we weren't live watching. I was just gambling on that game, and they had 8 games that started before the pre-gaming show. What are you gonna do? Oops.
That's a Devils victory, boys.
All right. Well, congrats. Who was on the Devils right here?
That was me.
Whoa.
I'll run a fucking promo.
He'll run a video.
Man.
Goddamn, I'll run my own videos, Jeff. Don't worry about it. Let's see.
It's gonna be
I
Mike.
can tell you what to do with your money. Don't fucking tell me what to do with mine, okay?
Oh, Ramon, I'm sorry. You were like one split.
No, I
second.
was just gonna say it's gonna be Mike and a bunch of videos, and that's it.
Mikey, I've got an announcement.
Oh, you're pregnant?
You want to break? You want to break the news?
That too. Mobley over assists, man. Mobley over assists.
Yes!
Oh,
Run the video!
first hit tonight.
Run the fucking. Somebody beat me to it. Let's go, boys. Cheers!
I tell you what, that game went pretty well for the crew there. I mean, there's a lot of player props cashed and
How many?
the unders cashed. And,
Oh, we're not done yet.
No, 109, 104, Celtics moving it around. One more bucket's going to do it, probably. And Tatum spins in, high off glass, no good. Pritchard rebound, intercepted here by Spider. And all of a sudden, Cleveland's going to get a 3-point try. No, they're going to go in. Oh, intercepted by Tatum with 23 left. All they needed was a shot, and they threw it away.
What an idiot. I agree, Ramon. I see it right here. Bad play.
They passed up 2 or 3 shots to try for one more pass, and which was kind of silly. I mean, they obviously needed 2 possessions, but they got a little too creative.
A little too cute there.
yeah, that's going to put a bow on it there, I think.
Yep. Yeah, shoot it there. That's why I would have shot it. Under the basket, and he passes it under the basket. You can't pass it under the basket. This only 20 seconds left. Come on.
All right, I'm gonna share.
Okay.
I'm gonna share with you guys the Devils stat. It's a little complicated because the Devils just went through a shootout, but they won nonetheless, and this is why I doubled down. Road favorites. They got the rest disadvantage, so they're tired. They got a team. They're coming off a loss. Team's coming off a win. You sell high, you buy low. That team with the rest disadvantage. This is what's fucked up. This is NHL versus NBA. All you guys watching in the chat, this is what I'm talking about. NBA, the second leg, they don't play defense. NHL, road favorites. They have no rest. They're coming off a loss. When a team is off a win, 26-5. You buy low, you sell high. That's it. Road favorites. Now you know. And the Devils won tonight, so it's actually 27-5. You're welcome. You're welcome, sub.
Thank you.
Yeah.
His name is Sub.
Yeah, you got me with the minus 150 on the 7th shootout. What a.
Everybody loves that one. We're not going to leave you guys high and dry.
You got me.
Good stuff. So yeah, 5-point game. Boston Celtics with the ball, trying to drain the clock. And I don't know why Cleveland's not fouling them. Now they finally foul
Does anyone know offhand who's in net for the Avs tonight? I can look it up. I didn't know if anyone knows offhand though. Who?
Yeah, it is Gorgiev.
Yeah, in fact, I believe in the game tonight that let me take a look here, but I think it was announced before the game that Wedgwood is officially out of the game if they were to, need another goalie in there. He's injured with an upper body injury.
Yeah, does anybody have action on that one? I mean, I liked Avs -1.
I like.
We'll say this: the Sharks are getting steamed right now for sure. Take a look at the line.
I
Where
like.
are they steaming? Where are they steaming, Ramon? I'm going to fill a cocktail. Tell me.
So Sharks.
The Sharks game. No, Sub. I'm looking at
I'm already on Sharks.
Sub. I'm looking at the team total for for either team for Colorado or Vancouver.
Yeah, give me Colorado, Vancouver. What the fuck are we talking about?
What do you want?
The Avs over 3.5 team total is +115. I'm looking at that.
Blackwood and Demko?
Yeah, well, that's what scares me.
I'm not going to go against the Sharps here. I mean, I had enough action throughout the night.
Yeah, I didn't have an.
I like the Avs -1 though. I think that's where my mind goes. That's where my cap went. But
I mean, I kind of like the over in this one, but I just don't have an official play. I kind of like the over in this Avalanche Canucks, but I don't know.
You know what?
I official one on it.
I'm gonna roll the Avs in regulation at +100. Fuck it, why not? Won some money tonight. Have some fun with it.
yeah, might as well.
Money's moved on this Canadians. The Canadians are taking some late money now for the 10:30 spot in a half hour. Yep.
Well, that's what Ramon was just saying. That
I'm sorry, I missed it. Yeah.
I have it the other way, but
Oh wow.
one right now. Well, what
in
do
all
you say?
fairness, in the last 10 games, there's been one win between those two fucking teams. That one's a draw right there. 1-1 draw.
Oh, 1-1. That'll score. Hey, might want to put exact score line. That'll be a nice payday.
I sprinkled on one draw.
1-1 in the first period, Jeff. Just need 1-1 in the first period.
Ramon, will you serenade us with some stats? I'm going to take a look for that.
Yeah, we have seen a couple cents, not to interrupt, but just a couple of cents towards the Wings real late here. So I think that's where most of us were looking. I mean, obviously, that's where I hope this game goes.
Get your shots ready. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, my best bet's on the over there.
Yeah, makes sense.
Exact score 1-1, including overtime, +1900.
Yeah, never in the history of the Kraken Red Wings has there been 5 goals or less. That's what I heard.
Oh, okay. Al Horford had a great game, though. Did you see that, Ramon?
It was all in my breakdown last night on the community post.
Big game.
But yes, the Red Wings are 3 straight unders. So I broke it all down. I didn't just leave all that fucking under crap out of my breakdown. I threw some.
I put the +1900 play in there. 1-1. Let's go.
Go.
What did I miss? Which one?
San Jose, Montreal, 1-1 overtime.
That sounds great. Yeah, I'll take a shot at that.
There's been one win between the two teams in the last 10 games, probably more.
Wow.
San Jose, I think San Jose is going to win this game, though.
Yeah, maybe in overtime.
Canadians are 8-10 to the first period over. Sharks are 5-6 to the first period over.
Yeah, but the Canadians went on 5-game losing streak.
Crazy.
Well, yeah, I don't care
We
who
got
wins
this,
or loses.
2-1 Sharks in overtime. 2-1
Jeff, where
Sharks.
do I go? I'm fucked up.
Lakers is about to pop off the Lakers game.
Mike
plays on that.
Like game prop 60 minutes on DraftKings.
All right, gotcha.
Scroll to your right.
Yeah.
Get you the 1-1, and then your Sharks can win in overtime. And
So Boston's up by 5 points. The Celtics and It's going to be good. So 6-point lead here for the Celtics with 12 seconds left.
Feel like I'm betting UFC like this, Jeff.
Hey guys, get the money. It looks like in that game tonight on the road. The Knicks depends when you got it. Looked like this line went off mostly 6.5s here. There was some 5.5s, was some 6s. Right on the number here. Knicks win 121-115. It isn't over for sure, but it's going to be a matter of timing. I think if you won or lost this one, no matter which team you took. With the Knicks winning by 6 tonight over the Raptors.
Excellent.
Cash this Celtics Cavaliers under, and congratulations to you, Mike, too, on your one.
We got the Celtics that picked this one up. We also have Stop Geoengineering. He comes in and got a big banger. Look at this guy, plus 695. He had Mitchell, 30-plus points. 6+ assists on. I'm not gonna. I mean, that's worse than a UFC name. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of 5 letters are a vowel, and you could argue why is a vowel. Shout out to our guy, Stop Geoengineering. Congrats, my man. Look at that was a big confluence. You guys know the confluence of W's.
Mike, I think he's saying Mitchell 30+ points plus 6+ assists. Aye.
Oh. Color me gassed, boys.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Keith, I parlayed the Celtics plus 1.5 plus that under the 2 plays I'd given out, and it was plus 526, I believe, at DraftKings.
Ooh. Oh man, Jeff, what a price! So shout out to you, my friend. That's awesome.
Yeah, I played him last minute, so I just fucking threw it in there. But hell yeah.
Yeah, I was just like the under made sense. So it sounds like everybody's having a great night here. So I'm gonna do a shot here. Great look there, Jeff. What a price!
Mike, fire that firework off again. Let's see it.
Yeah, shot with Keith.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm looking for a clean sweep here, but I need a little help here in this Flyers Utah Hockey Club. I need the over. There's only 1 goal in the first intermission, but it's still I need over 5.5. Let's go.
Grab his dick and twist it! You twist that dick!
You twist that dick!
Remote could be the backup of that.
Fucking foul.
That was great.
Cheers,
guys.
Enjoying that.
I was looking for the firework video, but I came across that one first.
Yeah, Dan answering the chat there a little bit. I know he was talking.
Yeah, I was trying to play plays and the game started now. You guys were fucking talking about something else, so I put my plays in there and the game started. So.
Yeah,
6 minutes until the Portland Trailblazers game starts. I'm on Denny, Aveda, points, rebounds, assists. That's my only bet on that game.
In all fairness, Dan, we've all been there, and Mike put Ramon on that island there tonight.
That was all right. I got all my bets on, so I was sweet.
Oh man, Luca made it entrance to the arena.
I'm on fucking Pluto right now. Where are we talking
and
about?
Jackson Hayes was already moving.
So I got to jettison over to Mars? All right.
Well, at first they were asking the chat who's going to play, who is going to be in there to stop Zubats. I mean, all I could say is Jackson Hayes is going to be in there. I don't know if he's going to stop Zubats, but
he's not going to stop Zubats. Yeah,
he'll be the man assigned to play against him a little bit, I would guess.
Like Zubac, you just beat him up. Like he can't. Like he'll just get dominated. He's going to be playing in that fast pick and roll when they sort of figure out who else is going to play on Zubac in this game, but Finney-Smith?
The Lakers have to go in this one, right? I said on the show this morning I wanted to look to the over. Everybody in the chat seemed to agree. I know I've been making a lot of money betting these Clippers under, but the Lakers just have no choice now, right? I mean, this has to be a game, and maybe it is reflected in the line a little bit. I don't know if 222 is high for what we've seen, especially with the Clippers a little bit, but I just think the Lakers they have to get this game up there, and I think that's their approach now at this point until they figure out what they're going to do with this roster.
I just can't believe they got they could have had Gafford, Dwight Powell, or Lively, and they asked for Maxi Kleber. Like, I just don't get it. So they have so many centers in that team. It's just like the Dallas have like all the power forwards and centers in their team. That's what their team's built on. And then the Lakers are the opposite. They're all guards and small forwards. So it's like it was just it was a weird trade piece to add in. I don't know why.
Weird. I agree, Dan. It was. I just couldn't I couldn't understand the trade at all. I mean,
might be the European connection with him. You know, Kleber's from Germany. Maybe him and Luka are pretty tight, so they just got rid of both of them. Locker room move.
Yeah, a little conditioning. You know, they didn't like the conditioning, and they said, you know, we're not going to give this guy the max contract. And at the same time, he's 25, though. I mean, wow, stunning move. I would have just kind of chilled out a little bit.
Well, conditioning is a concern with a lot of these European guys because they actually like to enjoy their careers as they get older. They like to drink a lot of wine, these European guys. These Germans drink a lot of beers. They love taking these off seasons a bit, you know, they get carried away. So, you know,
the beer away from him, and then that was it.
Joker can still do it. Joker cares more about getting to his harness racing track than working on a pick and roll during the season.
I fucking agree with that, dude. I fucking agree with that. You and me are the only two guys that believe in that process of the fucking group I run. I absolutely believe in that. The fucking guy didn't even want to be around for the parade after they won.
No, he wanted to go home.
Yeah,
he wanted to go.
Yeah. That's a sports money original right there. Joke is fucking joke. Print it.
So we got the Lakers up 9-8 early here with 9:20 left. 11-8.
Yeah.
Look at the
quick timeout as the Lakers are doing exactly what they need to do at this point. 3 minutes in the game, there's been 21 points, and Lakers are on top.
Oh,
this has to be the best game of the season for them today. Like they have to. This has to be their best game of the year. After all the shit,
Lakers real good right now.
The Brooklyn Nets, they own the Houston Rockets. They beat them again, 99-97 tonight.
Under. Way the fuck under.
Give him a video if he played
it. Scott, yeah, Ramon, I'm gonna spit these bars, but I can't do them yet. Running so goddamn hot though. Look at this guy. You can follow him every single day, 9 a.m. the morning. Steve.
Big dick player.
Swinging past your knees.
Big dick, baby.
Yep.
I don't know if I was, like I said, I could only, bet the Nets, recommended them on the show. It felt a little dirty, but the Nets make you money a little bit.
Yeah, but that was like 10.5 or some shit. I thought the same thing. I was like, this is a big number for these guys that they like to cover first halves. Can't they win this?
It's not a good away team at all, right? They're not a good road team to cover. Exactly.
No, I thought that line was a little suspect. Shout out to you, Ramon. Way to take advantage. We always talk about it, right? You see this line, you see that line. Oh yeah, I saw that. Did you click it? And you did, Ramon. That's fucking great, man. Unbelievable opportunity, and you cashed. Now, I'm going to tell you boys this. Philly's going to win this fucking game. And I'm going to tell you about these other games. You guys ready?
Let's go.
Yeah, let me pull up my sports betting.
You said you were ready. You're not asking us if we're ready.
I just want to make sure you guys were ready. I didn't expect to be fucking
Final.
I'm gonna wake you guys up here in a second. Let's see.
Islanders with the win tonight over the Golden Knights, 2-1. Islanders win it.
There it is.
I'm going to tell you boys this.
Hold on. We're not ready yet.
I'm going to tell you this, Ramon. You tell me when it's good to go. How good
All right, you guys ready? Is everybody ready for Mike?
Except for Mike. Remember last night I told you to fade that one guy on that over in the VGK game?
Fuck you,
It
Joe.
went under.
You know, dude, it's tough. Yeah. Fuck you, Joe. I remember spending that time with you. I thought it was a good time. That being said,
I can't believe Luka Doncic is a Laker now. I still can't believe that happened.
Shout out to Keith.
You look pretty comfortable.
Oh, Detroit's up 1-0, baby.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah.
Goals, baby. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna do a shot for you guys. Thank you so much. Cheers. Let's go.
I was going to give you guys a parlay. Unfortunately, Detroit scored.
Shout out, Keith. Thank you for the.
There's Luca. They were showing him
gifted
walking
membership.
out. Maybe that's what Dan saw already. I'm behind, but showed him walking there in some Lakers garb.
Looks like he's hobbling a little bit too. I mean, do you think it's like a little play on?
He hobbles all the time.
Yeah.
He hobbles everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
We got to celebrate our guy Keith every stride. Keith, I don't know if you knew this or not, but we're in bonus time here. We had an opportunity to gift memberships for cocktails. Now we're gifting memberships.
Oh, we're getting time and a half here, guys.
Now we're getting memberships for pipes. I'm going to celebrate.
I upgraded my membership on screen.
Let's go, Keith. I'm going to smoke this pipe. I appreciate you.
Yes, Mike.
There we go. Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yes,
Dorian
guys.
Finney-Smith matching up on Zubac. There we go.
Let's go, DFS.
Appreciate you, Keith.
Oh man, that was good. Whew, double goal.
Utah ties it up against the
Thank you,
Flyers.
Mike. You too.
Oh, settle the fuck down. So, is this time to double down on the Flyers? I think it is.
What do you guys think of this Lakers Clippers game? I mean, I have to get a live spot eventually. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Well, I'm clearly on the over here in this
I
game.
want the over a lot.
Look, the clip it should play right into the Clippers' hands. Really, I know it's a big number, but I saw Mikey on pre-gaming, kind of just the way I think the Clippers pull away in a high-scoring game here eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, look at this. Luka on the bench. They're showing him.
Ramon, you give me pressure. I love it. I want to be good for you, Ramon.
No, Mikey was on the Clippers, right? And
no, man. Clippers, I still think, I put a future bet on Nashville to win the Stanley Cup, and I put a future bet on the Clippers to win the NBA championship. Maybe I'm fucked off, but it's all right. They were free bets anyways, so.
Well, the Clippers are going to match up with teams because of they have kind of a tricky depth, and
Go Flyers! Sorry, Ramon.
Again?
Oh, look at this goal! This is the
2-1 here.
Ron scored again.
Watch this goal. Are you guys watching it? I'll turn my
Yeah, let's go, Mike. Go.
Look at that goal, man. That's how it's done. That's a
I see it
fucking
right here,
playbook.
guys.
That's a playbook. That's why he go in the front. Look at the angle of his stick.
Dude, that's like the video
Talk,
game,
that's
right?
what you're supposed to do.
Boy,
Watch the right angle.
if I only had a nickel.
The
2-1. Let's go. I didn't know Utah even scored 3 goals. So only need over 5.5. We're on our way, Mike. And Philly will win. Damn. And then Lakers here. I kind of want to take the over in this one live. Let me see if I can.
Get it now before it goes through the roof. That's what it feels
shit.
like, Keith.
I mean, it looked like he was really limping. He was milking it. That's it.
Appreciate all you guys rocking and rolling with us at this point.
I mean, it opened, it was 222. It's already 10 points higher.
Yeah.
That's bad.
232. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit more. Yep.
Who bet against the Flyers? Raise your fucking hands. Let's go.
Against the
Dan,
Flyers.
Dan, did you bet against the Flyers?
No, I did not. In fact, Mike, that was another Moni special there. I was on him on the morning show, and you were on him on the afternoon
Let's
show.
go, Ramon. I love you guys.
I like them.
Even I took it, you know.
Yeah, 2 goals in the last 3 matchups. Unbelievable.
Somebody want to add up these goals for the salami for Mike?
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know if he can do it.
22, 29.
I will happily do that.
38, 41, 43, 44 right now. It's under City at this point.
Looking good.
Yeah, but how about sides? We have to look at the sides here, Ramon. We have to calculate the sides because the away team was minus 175.
It's definitely the home team dominated,
All right,
though.
let me see.
Yeah, the home team's dominated because of that Washington game and the Bruins, game right now. Home team's
Lightning.
and the Jets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Home team is well on front.
Sabres, Bruins.
I'm gonna get to work here. 8-6.
Looking for a clean sweep. Let's go, boys.
12-9.
Oh, a little physical.
Home teams are up by 8, Mike, right now.
15-9.
Home team's up by 8.
10.
I'm sure Mike will come to that conclusion here after he's been.
I was just confirming that. I want to make sure I heard you correctly.
Yeah, no.
Mike's got 10 fingers and toes.
What do you got, Ramon? I'm not gonna count it off. You already did it. What do you got?
Home teams are winning by 8 right now.
Oh, god damn!
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's amazing. Wow.
Well, look, only one road team has won so far, and that was the Devils out of those first 6 games.
And I was on.
Right now, all the home teams are well. You do have the late games that we do have the Flyers winning, Maple Leafs winning, and Red Wings winning all by 1 goal. But again, you have the 3-0.
Well, you have to, Ramon. You have to count the Sharks into winning this thing, but still, that undercuts the total a little bit. Let's go, road teams. This is what we talk about. I spent how many times talking about this? I spent at least 5 shows talking about this. Let's go. We're in the midst of it. Yeah, we're trying it out for the first time, but goddamn, the road teams are down and they were minus 175.
Right.
Stop. The book's going to lose on
That's
that?
disrespectful to all home teams.
Fuck the home teams.
I agree. I didn't like. I saw it at minus 170, Mike, and I didn't like the juice at that.
Home ice is key, right? Home ice.
No, I took the under. I took the under 83.5.
Yeah, I know.
But I didn't fuck with this one. But I'm still looking at this thing thinking.
Absolutely.
Well, and here's the thing. I mean, look, the Blues game, it could go. They need a lot of goals to even come close, right? The Blues game's almost over. There's only 10 minutes left in the Jets game. It's 2-0. So, you're knocking off 8 games right there, and only one real. Well, you had the Senators Lightning finish with 7 in that Caps game, but everything else you got 3-0, 3-2, 2-1, 3-2, 2-1, 2-0.
All hovering around that 5 line. Or 5.5.
Here's the deal, boys. This is going to be the old sports money science experiment. How about that? I named it just like I named the old split decision. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's see this thing happen.
Yeah, for the Ducks, Troy Terry was questionable coming into the game, but he's going to play tonight with that illness. The Ducks winger, Troy Terry, will be in tonight, probable for the game. That one just coming in the late lineups here.
Come on, Red Wings.
Real quick is that we have 50 likes, so I'm actually gonna do a shot for 50 likes. So we just hit 50 likes on the stream. You know, Mike always loves me keeping track of that. Razor too. I'm gonna do a shot right now. Let's go. Thank you so much for the support, for hitting that thumbs up button. 50 likes here on the stream.
Also, just catch the Bam over. He just hit his PRA.
Bam!
I don't think you should be doing too much gambling tonight, Alan. Gambling? Who said anything about gambling? It's not gambling when you know you're going to win.
That's
It's been all
you want to
bull.
hear? Sorry, Mon. This is in 2009 when I turned 21. I went on a trip to Vegas, and I went all out. I bought white jeans. I had Dolce & Gabbana sunglasses. I had a salmon pink shirt on with a white undershirt. I went all out. I went to the Luxor. I went and saw Carrot Top. I saw David Copperfield. I drank buckets and buckets of Coronas. But before that, I was on a tour bus with about 30 other people, and I wrote our own Wolfpack speech from The Hangover. And I got up in front of the bus, and I said it on the microphone to everyone on the bus, and it was the craziest night of my life. And I woke up in some penthouse at the MGM with I just remember waving my passport around, trying to like hook up with chicks, just saying I'm Australian. It was the worst look ever, but I had a great night.
I mean, you got to live for that kind of. So shout out to you, Dan.
What a freak.
The Oilers tied it up with less than 3 minutes left in the third period.
No,
And the Kraken.
time up. Let's go overtime. Oilers overtime.
I need another goal here in the Flyers game. Let's go. There's a lot of time here left. Let's go with this over.
Appreciate all you guys hanging out with us tonight. Apparently, we have turned to debauchery, and we love you guys all the same. Even in fact, we love you guys more. Shout out to MMA Jeff, Each Every Stride. We got Dan Doherty from Down Under. We got Ramon Scott in the center square. He's running so goddamn hot. Subhuman Gauchos here. We got Joe T. It's your sports money squad. What? Flyers score. They're rolling.
Yeah, let's go, Mike.
3-1. What?
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go, boys.
Love this over.
I love you guys, man. Here we are.
Damn.
Wow, Flyers.
Yeah, so cool. I mean, I see it right here on the other screen. Great goal. I mean, Flyers have had some great teamwork tonight. So 3-1. They've had 4 less goals on shot, but Utah has had 17 versus 13. But Utah is down 3-1. I'm sorry, Utah's down only 1 goal. So Flyers are up 3-1. Crazy.
Yeah, I just did a Twitter post of my photo of what I was wearing that night. If you guys are interested.
Oh my God! I'm going right now. I'm going to it right. I was going to say.
Right in front of the Vegas sign. Hey, Ramon, make sure you're wearing pants. All right, just make sure your pants.
I was going to say pics or it didn't happen. Dan is what I.
And that's the PG one. I can't show anything below the waist because I don't want to get anyone here in trouble. You know.
Hell of a guy, Dan.
Yeah, but team player.
Okay.
There is no iron team, but there is me.
Final.
Now, what is it? There's no iron team, but there's an iron win.
Yeah, that one. That's a good one. I haven't heard that one. I felt like a real Backstreet Boy that night. It's good.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like
I'm not sure I could have pulled that off at at maybe any age.
Banana Republic. That's where I got all my clothes from for that one night.
I still buy a lot of my clothes from, my wife
Went to
buys
the
a lot of my clothes from Banana Republic, but
yeah, I went to the DFO when we were in Vegas, and I went into that Banana Republic store there and just bought heaps of shit.
yeah, Banana Republic's great, man.
Trap Dot, I saw that. They did take the Flyers gold down, so it's showing 2-1. I don't know. I'm looking at ESPN, and it's fucking horrible, so.
I mean, for the record, I don't think Banana Republic makes you look like a Backstreet Boy. I mean, it just makes you look like a responsible adult.
All right,
Well,
listen, for the record, take the fucking Oilers against the Blues here.
I'll send you another one, sub.
Live.
I bet you will, Dan.
-140. -140.
They
Sorry,
did.
I'm not sorry.
We do sadly have a Kraken goal, by the way. I think we're on.
We're on our way to the over.
It sucked. That hurt me. I just put something in the chat, but yeah, I would say that they took this Flyers goal away. That sucked. I need the over in this one.
All right, I think the fact that the Kraken have scored means I'm doubling down on the. I'm not doing 2 times my bet. I'm just putting another bet.
Yeah, I'm tempted as well, Mike. Yeah,
that's it. I did it.
I mean, I've been concentrating on this game. I think the Wings look pretty good.
I'm not tempted. I did it. We got. Oh,
look at
this.
this.
Is that you?
Look at this.
Yeah. Wait, check out the next one I put up. Look at the other one I just put up.
Again, let's see.
It was posed down. I was posing down with one of my mates.
I can't see him on the.
It's in the comments of that post.
That is the fun one.
I was drinking rum and Coronas. Like I was double fisting. I would have a Corona in one hand and a rum and Coke in the other.
Oh. Take no offense, boys, but Kelly V said it right. Marshall Mikey's incoming. Yeah, I got a bunch of money put out there. I'll click the buttons, but
Mike's working on turning into the Martian. Ramon, you got any thoughts on this Arizona BYU game?
Jeff,
the total
before
over 153.5.
Jeff,
thoughts, Ramon?
Jeff, we're on the show this morning in that one, Jeff. BYU, they're pretty strong at the Marriott Center for sure. Arizona's played pretty great, and maybe Arizona's had a tendency to get into some overs. It's a little bit tough here. History-wise, I think, because of the new Big 12 and trying to figure out, trend-wise. So just kind of basically going off of what I felt with the pace of this game and what I see. They're not totally overs between the two so far, but this morning I did go with the over on the show. So I will say this, handicappers that charge for their picks, they were giving out BYU like it was tomorrow's newspaper.
What number were you looking at this morning, Ramon? Because he's looking at Trap God's looking at 153 right now. Did you write down the number you were looking at earlier?
Definitely has gone up, but I think when we were talking about it on the air today, it was still around 153. The game opened around 151 and it moved to kind of overnight, and now we're looking at 154 here. So it's definitely moved higher. No value there, but I went over in this one.
Okay, Kelly's showing Kelly's saying it was 150. I'm guessing that's earlier this morning, so it moved up 3 points. There you go.
Public tickets look to be pretty heavy on the over. I don't think I'm being sneaky here at all.
And we're gonna unleash the beast. Get ready, guys. Everyone, wait. Here we go. We're gonna bring him right up too. We're gonna bring him right up. Here we go. Is he ready?
Cormac Gifting, sports money membership. Goddamn, let's move forward, boys. We're cashing. Let's go Flyers. Cheers.
So shot.
Take him off the big screen before he hurt himself.
Shot, cheer.
Kelly says 1:53 around 11 a.m. There you go, Track. Do with it what you must.
Lakers about to put up a 40 spot here in the first quarter.
Crazy. LeBron looks excellent right now. Inspired.
He had, it's kind of weird because the bond
27 in the first quarter, Ramon.
40-27 right now, Mike.
I'm sorry, 42-27. Yeah, I got you.
So 42. LeBron ended up missing 2 free throws, went back and hit a 3.
All right, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do here, Ramon. I'm gonna take the money line on the Clippers. Plus 124. Right.
Oh shit.
I don't understand what happened. I still don't believe LeBron's going to be like, oh, he's got 2 days. Oh, all of a sudden he's going to be like, oh, I can't wait for fucking Luka to come out here and do what he does. No. Either LeBron plays
another 3 with 1.6 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Lakers have 45.
Yeah, either LeBron comes out here 45. Jesus. Either
45.
LeBron comes out here tonight, or he's going to go out there on Thursday with Luka. You think LeBron's not going to come out there with Luka? What's his role going to be when he goes out there with Luka? Let's analyze this.
He hates it. Yeah, Barkley said they can't play with each other. No. But I think they.
We know how right Barkley always is. I mean,
yeah. No, I really think that they can play with each other. I mean, listen, they're not total ball hogs, but at the same time, they can pass and dish at the same time. Especially LeBron is going to have to teach Luka that Luka cannot be the ball hog in this kind of offense. So I like the Lakers moving forward. I might put a little bit of future bet on them, at least to make the semis or the finals. Steam play.
Ramon, give it to us.
Well, so it's for tomorrow, actually. So you'll be seeing on this game right now. The Michigan Wolverines is taking some action here right now. In their game, they're going to be taking on tomorrow Oregon, and right now Michigan is up to a 9-point favorite at Bovada. You can get 8 still at a few books, maybe if you hurry, if you like Michigan, but they're an 8-point favorite against the Ducks. The teams have almost identical records.
Great time, guys. Look at this. I wish there was some horse racing going on right now. I mean, we got Yonkers Raceway. Other than that, we're going to be at Turfway tomorrow night.
What are you talking about? There's Murray Bridge starts in 8 minutes, Keith.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about you, Dan. Let me see about your overseas look right now. Total disrespect. Sorry, my man.
There's always horse racing on somewhere, Keith. You should know that.
I know, my man. Let's look.
I wonder what time they start for me overnight. 5
Yeah, right.
Yeah, all your USA tracks, like Delta Down starts for me at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Tampa Bay starts at 5 a.m.
Yep.
All right, boys.
Yeah.
Not for nothing. Live bet under. I'm sorry. What did I get? College basketball. There's going to be a college basketball play here. I'm tossing out to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Word gas. Let's go. Where'd it go? Hang on.
You got a bit of an echo there, Mikey.
What's that now?
I said Mike's got a bit of an echo.
It's just his Martian voice, Jeff. That's what he sounds like. Yeah, there's an echo.
I've heard that too many times, Dan.
Nevada minus 8.5. Fuck you guys. What do we got?
Oh, this is a live bet.
I think so. Yeah, it looks like that was.
Can I just say something real quick? Real quick. The guy that's interviewing the Lakers coach, I smoked weed with him. The reporter right there. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, okay. Let me. You smoked weed with him, you say?
Oh, many times.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah. I got it. This gentleman.
Yeah. Jerry Davis. I love you, but fuck you, Jerry Davis. You know what I'm saying.
I could see Keith smoking a few joints and putting on a Cheech and Chong record.
Oh, it was before he came on with like all the national, like, NBA. He actually is contracted with them, but yes.
That's Jared Greenberg.
Hey guys, Mike, can you give us the play there? What was the play?
Okay,
That's Jared Greenberg, right, Keith?
Yes, you are correct, Ramon. Wow, nailed me.
Shout out Jared, you.
Fernando, we're not getting the play.
I believe he said it was Nevada minus 8.5. They're up 11, or they're up 9 right now with 5:26 to go. I've already failed with Utah State. They're not going to get the money in that game against Wyoming. They're only going to win by 4. We did come in later talking about Nevada, and they are right there on the number right now with 4 minutes left.
Wow. So we need the Flyers or the hockey club to really get some goals here. Let's go, hockey club. Let's go.
Oilers just knocked off the Blues. Tough break for the Blues. They played pretty well, but the Oilers get a win here in overtime. The Oil wins again. Big favorites. They barely win against the Blues, 3-2 in overtime. Mikey Money had the under, by the way, in that game on pre-gaming, and he's not there. So,
night.
And you can check out pre-gaming Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. over on Sports Money.
Thank you, Ramon, for having Greenberg right there. I appreciate you nailing that one. I actually hang out with him a lot. I haven't seen him in like a couple of years, but he's pretty big right now. He's got a lot of followers. He's a TNT side reporter. That's who he is. 2 days a week.
Okay, yeah, you don't have to. Oh, yeah. It's good to see some male representation in the sideline reporter game.
I've hung out with him many times. It's crazy. I haven't seen him in like a couple of years, but he's a pretty good guy. I mean, we've kind of we're not 100% together, but for him, he's doing really well right now.
How you guys feel about the Lakers live right now?
I think everybody was on the Clippers.
I'm already on the Clip. I'm wondering how much. Yeah, maybe I can scrap the Clippers bet and reload on something. But look, I mean, the Lakers aren't a great team at holding leads. That's for sure. This is a 20-point lead right now, early on here. Lakers playing out of their mind. LeBron playing out of his mind here, trying to show off for Luka, who's got that seat, that famous seat where you get to sit next to the big superstar. Remember the young girl? Have you ever seen the video when the young girl was there for a game? And you're going to sit next to somebody. LeBron didn't suit up, but LeBron was in that seat. She was. That was a big. She didn't get to see LeBron play, but she got to sit next to LeBron the whole game. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there you go. I did move on the Leafs and Flames over 7.5 at -130. A lot of scoring in that game early. 6.5 minutes left in the second period. Jump on.
I see YMI for Mike Money. Edmonton and St. Louis game goes under.
Let's go.
I'm from my own video, Jeff. Don't worry about it.
We are on a Detroit Red Wings power play. Detroit Red Wings power play here.
Yeah, let's see if they can fucking do something with it this
Let's
time.
go, Flyers.
They already had one.
Was a mention.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Oh my God! Right away, 4
That
seconds
was
in the
the
power
most
play.
appropriate.
Goal.
Goal.
Red Wings goal.
Red
Holy
Wings.
shit!
Goal.
4 seconds into the power play.
I'm going nowhere.
And Joe, if you could just follow up every announcement of a power play with that sort
Holy
of
shit! They had one shot in their last power play, and the first shot they took.
Hang on, I was trying to play the follow up to Mike saying he's not leaving. Here it is.
Obviously, he's just had too much to drink tonight. I don't even know what he was trying to say. Sitting there playing with his dick.
I really believe
Hey,
that.
look at this.
That's a great response.
We're on the Red Wings. Look at this guy. Red Wings, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, baby. Or it's cider.
Cider. That's good.
The
A
defenseman.
Guinness over there, sub?
I love it. What's that, Joe?
Is that a Guinness?
Oh, yeah, it is. Yep. I've been throwing them back all night. Yep.
God damn.
That stool is going to be black as night come morning.
I think we
A lot
already
different than a
celebrated.
McGolden Ultra, I tell you that much.
Cheers.
I'll
Cheers,
get you
boys.
a video here, Robert. We'll get you a
Great
video.
start.
That's like another dinner. You're drinking your dinner tonight, sub? It's
Yeah,
like a
I-
meal.
Woo! Ow! Love that money.
Shout out to Robert. Good cash there, plus 360, baby.
My youngest sister, she cooked me a bunch of, or she left me a bunch of
With you.
chicken legs and thighs to cook. That's the only thing I've had to eat all day. I've been feeding the baby.
Are you
And just Guinness, man. Just a healthy dose of Guinness all evening.
You're
Yeah, it's a liquid meal.
Drinking Guinness?
Well, you know.
I don't know if you should do that.
Yeah. Is that recommended?
No, I mean, it's,
Good, we're live.
Oh, wait,
Dr.
we're still live. Oh, wait, we're
Stop
live.
stepping on
We're
the
not
button.
backstage. Sorry.
Oh, fuck. Now she does it. What the fuck did she do now?
Oh, good guys. So I mean, the Lakers was an under. I mean, the Lakers. I'm sorry, the Lakers. The Cavaliers was an under for sure. I think the Lakers spot. Let's look at the second half. What do you guys think? I mean, Lakers are looking good, but you think the Clippers can come back?
Yeah, Clippers will come back. The Lakers will. They do this. They'll let up a little bit, I reckon. But then the third quarter, second half will be juiced towards the Clippers anyway. Especially the first half, like they're playing now.
yeah, I was gonna say what's the line?
Yeah, let's look at the live spot right now, guys. It's gonna be over under. Holy crap! It's 236 and a half, 237 as I read it right now. It clicked up 237 and a half. Wow, and 8.5 for Lakers to win it. Minus 8.5 for the Lakers. I don't know. I kind of feel like I want to get the Clippers. Let's see what's going to happen here.
So the Clippers are minus 4.5 point favorites for the third quarter and minus 5.5 points for the fourth quarter. What's the lines for those?
Okay, there you go.
The first half line, second half line. I don't have one. But it's juiced to the Clippers big time.
Stiff line, yeah. Not sure if I like it.
Lakers are plus 460 to win the second half. That just gives you an idea.
Yeah,
what the
sharp
other side
school, Mikey.
Sneaky ninja.
Win.
Don't do it.
Sorry, Dan.
Side. Don't
No,
do
you
it.
can-
This was the side. Says Sneaky Ninja.
Oh yeah, we got the cat up there now. Watch out.
The best
Hey,
hockey
look at-
capper you guys know. I'll stand by it.
Mike, they're offering a plus money payout for the plus 1900 draw for the Sharks game there.
You son of a bitch.
Shout out to Keith.
Shout out to Keith. We'll take a popper for Keith. Each every stride. In a membership. This
I
is
felt like
important.
doing a shot. That's it. And I want to support you, Mike, and everybody on screen. I mean, listen, take your time to do these things. We handicap and we want to make money. So shout out to everybody here on screen. I've learned so much from you too, and everybody in the chat. Let's take a shot.
Let's go. Cheers. All you guys rocking with us.
Let's take a shot. Cheers, guys. Let's go. Oh, Luka looks sad on the bench of the Lakers. Cheers. That's a good shot.
I was reading just before that might be Vukovic is a potential option for the Lakers. But I don't know who they'd trade for him.
Wow. You know,
you can see him linking up with Luka, and if he would fit into that offense.
I think you got to take the Lakers on Thursday. I haven't looked at it too much, but Jesus, with Luka, it's going to be his first game. And let's see what LeBron does here. I don't know. Is LeBron going to show him who daddy is? Is that what's going to happen?
It's going to be.
Are we sure about Luka's status?
Yeah, we should go live for that. Yeah, we are
Well,
live.
he should be good to go on Thursday.
I reckon he'd try and avoid that game. Wouldn't you reckon? He'd avoid that game and wait till he's like played in the system. Because if he plays bad, imagine what sort of media fucking barrage he's going to face if he has a shit game.
Right, I really wouldn't rush back. I wouldn't.
If you were a dude, wouldn't you want to come out there your first game and put up 50 points?
Oh, it'd be like
plus
exactly.
Final.
Fucking.
Oh,
Luka.
and it's at the Lakers too. So yeah.
Luka comes out, he throws up 50, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, I wish I played his fucking alternate point line." Yeah, now you know. Let's go. That's what I'm doing. It's it.
How about this, boys? Wisconsin has beat Indiana 21 straight times.
Oh my god.
They destroyed the Hoosiers tonight.
Holy crap. Wow.
Yeah, to me, the reports really say here that Doncic will more likely make his debut on Saturday against the Pacers. But we'll see. I think nothing's certain yet.
Well, he did just get traded. He's taken the week. It's load management. He shouldn't play till.
Well, he was missing games prior to the deal. He has been injured.
It's load management because he's fat as Jeff. That's why he's fat.
They said
he's doing stuff in sweatsuits. He's doing his training in sweatsuits.
They said he was cocktailing too much. They saw the writing on the wall. Guy likes his cocktails, and they didn't want any part of it.
He's like a mini Joker, isn't he? Just a 6'8" version of the Joker, really.
In last year's postseason, Luka led all players in scoring, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah, little Joker.
Little Joker. On another note, the Leafs pulled ahead 4-2. I hope you followed me on the live line for the total over. Jover, you should have followed me on that one. 7.5. We're at 6.
He's pretty soft compared to Joker, though.
Well, I thought you were talking about Jover. Jover is soft compared to
I mean, you're talking about
Hey,
big man.
man.
Did you see him in Mort Wagner? He's like, when he had like a blow up with Mort Wagner, he's like, who are you? He's like, who the fuck are you? To Mort Wagner. It's pretty funny. And Devin Booker, if Devin Booker gave him the ball in that series, maybe Phoenix would have won. That was like the turning point in that playoff series when Devin Booker was being a bit smug with Luka, and that's when the whole series turned around.
I'd like to point out that we are well beyond the stream. And this is what happens. Appreciate all you guys rocking with us thus far, continuing to roll.
YouTube has sent a message. They would like us off the air, but
I just keep winning too much.
Final here, Xavier over Georgetown, 74-69. Georgetown's going to get the money, much to my chagrin.
Shout out.
And now we're having one of the, argument here after the game. They could this be with? There's a little bit of an incident going on just here with XU. I think how they're going to discontinue eventually. Maybe after this year, this is going to be it for the sportsmanship line. It feels like in college basketball, it's kind of sad in a way, but
when Michigan's coach fucking took a swing at guard, what was that? 2 years ago? Or was that last year?
Howard, Juwan Howard.
Or yeah. Sorry, yeah, that was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. He was like at the tail end of his career, he was doing all that sort of shit in his games as well. Like he's a wild guy.
So I don't know if it's a final yet, Joe. As far as the numbers concerned, did it go final there in Whiskey? I mean, they were up by 12, but
yeah, it was 74. What was it? 76-64.
Okay.
Yeah, the stream, the Peacock stream ended.
All right, I love you. I'm down with
Covered
This game! He's Jeffrey. Let's go!
Love that.
Yes, Joe.
So it's 2-1 here in the Flyers versus Utah Hockey Club. Man, I wish there was more goals right now, but it's 2-1 going into the third period. I like my chances. I have 5.5 to have a clean sweep. I had all other bets cash. So let's go with this Flyers Jazz Hockey Club.
Mike, I think you're at 53 total goals right now. So you got, 30 and a half more to work with.
It would take not only was it already trending well under, but I mean, Avalanche and Canucks, no score into the first.
Imagine if I bring that back, Jeff. You remember those spots we used to talk about? Imagine if that comes back. Let's go.
I do.
This is why I only was on one full game over today.
Yeah,
it's bad when Jover's only on one full game over.
It takes a lot of years to speak Martian.
Yeah, because all I heard Mike say was and you just went,
Not only did I understand him, but I knew what he was saying word for word. Thank you, Stop Geo. Thanks for hanging out, my friend.
Hey, at least
you guys hit the fucking grand salami.
I remember the first time I came on here, the first thing Sub said to me was, "Hey, slow down. I can't understand what you're saying."
Oh man,
I think it was way meaner than that, but you know I love you, brother. I mean, it was I was fucking hammered that night for one thing.
I mean, that's PG. That's
I really couldn't. I was so drunk. I was like, what is this guy saying? Is he even speaking English?
It was funny. It was hilarious.
Ramon, he leans on the Phoenix Open. Says Ice Viking. I tried to look into it today. I didn't get a chance to, but I opened the page up and I had good intentions.
Yeah, it goes without saying. I love you. I love you, Dan. I hope we have a moment in Vegas where we can trounce around and
gallivant on the strip. Yeah, get some travelers, we call them here. A couple beers on for the road.
That's right. Yeah.
Wow, that's how you do it.
Yeah, we call them travelers here. Travelers. What's another word?
Roadies.
One of my.
Roadies. Mike nailed it. Roadies.
I was gonna say, yeah, we sometimes call the road beers travelers.
We got a
it's
a long neck. It's like a 40 ounce. We call them long necks, and you keep them in the paper bag, obviously.
Mhm.
Another one is a brown snake because the bottles are brown. My dad used to call it a brown snake. So you put a long neck in there. You have the brown snake.
Final.
That's funny. The brown snake is known as something different around here in the U.S.
Yeah. Well, here they kill you. They kill you if they bite you, Jeff. It's the most poisonous snake. Brown snake. Yeah. You get bit. Over there, it's something else. I know that. But here, if you get bit by a brown snake, you've got about 30 minutes to get to a hospital. You're fucked.
The urgent care ain't gonna help you. Exactly.
Yeah, they usually have the anti-venom because it's like they're very common. Like there could be a brown snake in my backyard right now. So
as much fun as it would be to meet you in Vegas, Dan, I'd sooner meet you on Newcastle upon the Tyne.
Oh, yes. I want to go to St. James Park. That'd be the spot.
Yeah, that'd be the place I'd sooner have.
Got to get there soon, too, because they just announced the possibility of a new stadium. They had a lot of land that they bought not long ago when the takeover happened for a development, and they just put in a proposal for a new stadium. So, which would be it's sad to see St. James Park go, but they'd have to incorporate some of that into the ground somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, if we could ever do it, man, that would be a hell of a trip for the.
Oh man, I went. Even when I saw them play at the MCG against Tottenham, like last year, when I told you guys I went, that was amazing, and that was in Australia. They weren't even really half of the people didn't even know the songs. Like we knew the songs because we're in the fan area, but like a lot of the people weren't singing. But imagine being in St. James Park and hearing the chants. That'd be amazing.
Well, I'm not
any of those stadiums in England. Brighton. I actually was thinking about going to see a Brighton game because my cousin owns a house right on the beach there in Brighton. So it's like I can just go there and stay, and it's right near the stadium. The stadium's probably like 3 or 4 miles away from there. It's just on the outskirts of town.
That's
a lot of history in the north there.
Yeah, I mean, I do it for the horse racing tracks too. I mean, if you can get that close and have a hotel or something like that, I say go for it. But that's sound really cool, Dan.
All right.
The only thing is, my cousins are crazy.
11 o'clock hour. Let's slowly go around the horn here. If we don't need to rush it, but let's slowly go around the horn here. If give everyone a chance to give their piece before we get off the screen here. Jover, you wanna kick us off?
Sure. All right. Well, what do we got here, boys? Check out the polls over on the Post, aka not community tab anymore, the Post tab. Mikey's got some good ones out there. Can't wait for this Friday show. That'll be fun. So you can follow me on Twitter, here, there, everywhere. And thanks for having me, boys. Not much today.
All good, Jover. Appreciate you joining us. And as Jover said, check out the tab page there. Please put your input in there because it's going to give us more content to talk about and discuss on Friday evening.
Let us know what you want to hear.
Yeah,
Sure.
what time are we kicking off Friday? Anyone know? Mike, you got any idea? Have we put thoughts into it yet?
9 p.m.
9 p.m. It's a late Friday night. You gotta love it. As we're moving forward, Mr. Dan from Down Under, what do you got?
Not much. The one thing I do like overnight is Newcastle versus Arsenal. In the League Cup, I got that under 2.5 at +110. And yeah, that's the main one that I like. There's other games on, but I had a look at them earlier and I just can't find anything I like. So that's my main one. Newcastle, Arsenal under 2.5 goals.
Fantastic. Excellent look. Subway, do you have a contradictory play to him?
Yeah, could you just read it on my face? Because yeah, that's yeah.
No, I didn't. But
I fucking do, man. I think Arsenal win this game. +105. I'll take it. I took a piece of Newcastle in the previous game. Newcastle was in a great way. I think Arsenal gets something out of this game. The thing about it, and the thing about it, we can both kind of go home happy. I think Dan and I mean to say, I think we can both go home happy with a 2-1 Arsenal victory, and I kind of think that's how I see it. So I want the over at a -135, over 2.5 -135, and Arsenal at +105. I think that's too short. So yeah, those are my big bets on that one. And my favorite player prop that I take pretty much every effing week. It fails to cash more often than not, but it's 42-1 on FanDuel. Gabriel Magalhaes to score and Declan Rice to have an assist. It's like I said, 42-1. With this Arsenal team pressing, they're going to have a lot of corners, and it's a matter of time before he gets another one off of a Rice corner. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I don't know if it's this game or next game or whatever, but if it happens one time in the next 20 games, it's going to be profitable. And I'm on it every week. I've cashed it twice. I've lost a bunch. But it's going to happen again. So
the total corners sub in that game is 10.5, which that was the other thing I was looking at, which I like.
Yeah. I don't mind that either because it was really high for Arsenal, which I think they'll probably have most of them. But if Newcastle go down, they're going to generate a bunch of their own too. And
I've got a reverse stat for what you're saying, but I'll let you finish. You know how crazy I am as a Newcastle supporter, so I don't have to.
Well, Arsenal's going to press the whole time, so they're going to generate their own, and if there is a time where Newcastle go down too, they're going to generate their own too. So, yeah, I do think it's a corner game. I think that corner total is too low. Arsenal's total is 7.5. I don't really love that pregame. But if it stays low early, they're gonna go nuts. So I think that's a good live on Arsenal over. But 7.5 is really big. But yeah, I like Arsenal +1.5, or pardon me, Arsenal +105 on the money line, and I do like the over. Once Arsenal starts scoring, Newcastle and Isak will put in their own. I think it's a reverse of the last game. Under 2, and Arsenal's big favorites. I think in this one, I think Arsenal win. Whether they get through, anybody's guess. But I like the over. The over would probably be my first bet. And -135, over 2.5.
All right. You got to put those into the tab. I'm not sure what it's called anymore.
So quickly before we move on, while we're talking about this this game, So the whole reason why I played the over is because 8 out of the last 10 games have all hit under. And the only games that have gone over have been 2 home games at Arsenal. And another reason is everyone's buying high on Arsenal right now because they just beat Man City 5-1. That's why the goal total is so high in this game. We're going to park the bus. I can see Arsenal winning 2-0. I can see an Arsenal win. I think it could go to extra time because it goes straight to penalties. It doesn't go to extra time. It goes straight to penalties because it's League Cup. But that's the whole reason why. I just don't think there's no way on the back of our performance last week that we play bad. We have to play good, whether it's a 1-0 loss, like they'll park the bus. I think Eddie Howe will be happy with 1-0 loss. I even think that if it goes to 2-0, he'd be happy to go to penalties. So that's why I just think it's going to be under 2.5. For them, it's not worth a risk with some of the players. I see Isak will be probably played to like the 80th minute, and then Musala will probably come on. But yeah, I just think it's an under. Isak's been timid the last couple of games anyway, and we don't need goals this game. We just need to defend. That's all we need. We just need to defend.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. No, I think. Well, yeah. Newcastle's going to sit in a low block most of the game. I agree with like 99% of that. I think it takes.
Hey, it's good. Hey, we don't have to agree on everything. That's a good thing. I love the over under. You love
bullshit.
Bullshit.
Hey, Dennis, let's continue on around the horn to get everyone a chance to speak.
I disagree. We need to agree.
Find you. Where are you? What's going on? Give us something.
What's up, gentlemen? Oh man, I'm going for the clean sweep here. I'm going for the Philadelphia Flyers over. Hopefully that happens. But I've had a great run tonight. Thank you so much to Sports Money and everybody on screen and everybody in the chat. Listen, it's been a great time tonight. I've cashed on the under on the Drake college basketball. I've already cashed on the looks like the Boston Celtics. Oh yeah, Boston Celtics, and that's the under. You know that one as well. And Jared Allen had over 10.5 rebounds. Look at that. That's amazing right there. He had, oh my God, 17 and more. So I cashed that one. So we're going 4 out of 5. So much. Thank you so much for having me right now. Appreciate it so much. And you can follow me at Every Stride on X, Twitter. And I've started, the YouTube channel, Every Stride. It's going to be 100 subscribers soon. So thank you for following me. Let's go with this Sports Money. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Keith, appreciate you coming out. Here he is. Always so hot. Ramon Scott. What's up, Ramon? Where can they
I just saw
find
Georgia Tech. The guy took an ill-advised 3 to try to win the game, but ended up getting his own rebound, put it back up and in. They're going to overtime. Well, sad news, guys. Probably my last week here on the Sports Money Network. If the Kansas City Chiefs end up beating those Philadelphia Eagles, I might not be invited back. But just in case the Eagles.
What are you talking about? You're on the Chiefs, Ramon. Oh, Ramon. Ramon. We're going to set up.
So will it be my last week on the Sports Money? You know what? It's a console. If the Eagles win, I'll probably be
taking the fucking Chiefs, Ramon. Hey,
let's see what all the bets we have in store. That sounds like a great show. I'm trying to round something up with it, but it sounds like we got some great coverage Friday with the prop show. I know that Mike will not. We're not only going to look, guys, at the real props, but I'm sure we'll do some of those fun props as well. And excited to see Mikey how he works the squares there, how that'll work out, so everybody can be involved, all of our family in the chat, and have something riding on the game. Maybe we can come up, I don't know, those polls are so cool. I don't know. Could we design a contest of some kind for everybody? Maybe we can work. I'll work on that, or maybe that's already in the works. But really looking forward to the bowl this week. It's only Tuesday. Gosh, the week is a little long here. So I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Looks like a pretty steady night here. I'm kind of bitter about this Georgia Tech cost me an under, but I think we've had some fun here and some winners and. Well, we didn't get a lot of goals on the ice, so I think that works out for the crew. So thanks, Jeff. Great show. Great. It was great being with part of the family for all these months.
All right, Mikey Money, what do you got?
Hey, we tried the old science behind this cash. I always talk about it. You know, gambling is an art and the science. And the combo is where you smash that cash. Look at this under. Here we go. The grand salami. And road teams cash it. Thank you guys all for rocking with us. We are where we are. It is what it is, but I already told you how it's going to go. Cheers.
You're muted. You're muted, brother. You're muted.
That was an excellent drop off.
Oh, I got it. Appreciate all you guys in the chat and on the panel for hanging out. You can obviously catch the morning steam at 9 a.m. Sunday through Saturday, Saturday through Sunday. You can catch pre-gaming Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. We're going to roll, I believe, a live stream on Thursday. We're going to roll back with a Super Bowl special on Friday. We're going to roll with the UFC and all other sports on Saturday. And then we're going to go mute for the Super Bowl. But you can probably catch some silver and gold plays on the tab, the posts, whatever the fuck they're calling it now. Either way, appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you for following and joining and supporting Sports Money. We'll catch you next time.